Riedney, the recording's in progress. She was meowing at me for some reason. Oh, all right. Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. It's nice to see everybody. And Caspian and Jamie are back for the first time in a while. So super great to have them back.
Hey, Avi, you put on a few pounds.
Kurt Allen, it's not Luther.
Yeah.
Avi, where's Avi?
I'm right here. I'm at my grandfather's house just to watch over him a little bit.
Oh, he can help you out with a few answers, maybe.
Well, if he doesn't go to sleep too late, because right now he's
Grandpa.
getting ready.
He might know who Phyllis Diller was.
He'll know who I am.
Wonderful. Okay, so fantastic. My cat decided she wants to play. At least sit here and make my feet fall asleep. Okay, hold on. Don't get up, mother. No. All right. Alan, Celia, Karen, Paul T, Vincent, and Gail.
Our name is to solve the egg crisis. Special roosters were bred to lay eggs. They are Himalayan. Thank you, Jamie.
What? Let me see.
I was
Giving me a
worried
bunch
that
of the ones
Jamie
you
would
didn't
come up
use
with
in
the
the
same
past.
one.
It's an old one.
Oh my God, that's cute.
Oh, that's funny. It took me a minute.
That is really good. I said I am not baking cookies or anything for a while because I'm gonna see if I can make my eggs last longer. 18 eggs at the store was like $15-16. I was like, that.
I should show you what my counter looks like.
Do you have a ton of eggs, Janine? Or is it full of all the money people are donating to you to get their eggs for cheap?
I'll take a picture and show you
Oh
it.
dear.
Really? Eggs here are cheap. Here,
I gotta get some eggs over here. I gotta get some chickens. All right. Or I'm gonna have to take out a second mortgage on my house or something. Brandy, Kyle, Leonard, Rob, Carl. Maybe this will break the curse of the Carl Kyle problem I have.
Mars must have a no robots.txt file.
You know the geeks.
Let's see that again.
I don't get it.
Mars must have a no robots.txt file.
So no robots text file is something you put on your web server if you don't want it to be crawled by search engines and things. And someone was talking about the guy the former flat earther who still doesn't believe that we have gone to the moon or that he believes there are no robots on Mars.
Yeah, but he said he's willing to be convinced otherwise.
Oh, good you guys watched it. Okay. Well, he's gonna change his mind. It's just he's gonna.
So I interviewed him yesterday, Susan.
Did you finally? Okay, wait till the break because I want to hear.
I may have contributed to changing his mind on the moon thing. At least we'll see.
Exiting the. Okay.
You mean there was a moon landing?
Which one?
6.
All right, very good.
With people, there were 6 of them.
Avi, Jamie, Janine, Jim, Kevin, and Peggy.
France wants the Statue of Liberty to be taken away. Calling David Copperfield.
Yes. Good. Very good. Caspian, Jamie, Kat, Norman, Paul C, and Wendy.
We don't
need no education.
Very nice job.
I know what that's about. And you guys sounded great.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we need to have.
We don't need no thought control.
Everybody here knows what that's from, right? I mean, you guys didn't know who Phyllis Diller was. So
I don't know. I'm just hitting a brick wall on that.
This is one of the best albums ever. My gosh, I just was listening to it the other day, and every time I listen to it, I think this is brilliant. Okay, we can do a category on the wall.
Just
don't
another
make me
brick.
name anybody.
Just another brick.
Yeah, it's just another brick. All right. So brilliant. We have today game 260, season 5, getting close to season 6, March 20th, 2025. We have 4 teams that are vying for competition to have bragging rights for game number 260, because I know that you do the next day. Well, for days afterwards, I'm sure you're telling all your friends and family and coworkers how exciting it is that you guys walloped somebody else in trivia. I know that's what you do. So I guess. So the teams tonight are.
You ever done that?
What?
Have you ever bragged about winning trivia?
Well, I'm sure you guys all do.
I know. Have you?
I never win
Dad.
trivia. What are you talking about? I just run trivia. I don't win trivia. All right. Number 1, team number 1, who shall no longer be called team number 1. To solve the egg crisis, special roosters were bred to lay eggs. They are Himalayan. Versus Mars must have a no robots.txt file. Versus France wants the Statue of Liberty to be taken away, calling David Copperfield. Versus we don't need no education. That's in the song, really it is, but it's not in the alley.
Classroom.
All right, so fantastic. Tonight we have 4 different team leaders. The first one is going to be Karen, who's got some kind of weird thing on behind her, and then it's going to be, I don't know, somebody on team 2. Who is it? Rob? It's Rob. Then followed by Rob, it's going to be Peggy. So we're going to get a beautiful PowerPoint, from Peggy. And last, it's Paul C., who's making his debut giving a category. So he's going to do the bonus. So
do we have to be nice again?
We have to be nice again, yes, because it is his first time giving a category. So after that,
all right.
well, maybe we'll have to be nice again when he does a category, not a bonus. So you got to break for 2 more times, Paul. All right. Everybody has their powers that should have their powers. Karen, you're off and running.
Okay. I'm going to read this before I tell you the category. In 2022, enter. In 2022, the Fringe Society launched a vision and set of values as they resumed operation after the COVID-19 pandemic. The vision is, quote, to give anyone a stage and everyone a seat, end quote. Their 3 values guide the behaviors and decisions of everyone involved in their endeavors. The Fringe Society lives by them, champions them, and upholds them where necessary. The values are 1, celebrate performing arts. 2, be open to all. 3, look out for each other. The category is the Fringe. I'll put that in there.
Just FYI for people listening.
The category is the Fringe.
Yeah, the Karen's got a bit of a cold. That's not.
You sound like a junior.
I hope it's a cold Karen. Cara of RFR did that one week and it sounded exactly like you, and it took them a week and a half to diagnose you had.
So number 1, the full name of the event is blank. Is blank Festival Fringe. Fill in the blank with the word that is also the name of the city in which the Fringe takes place.
I'm glad I didn't speak up before you because I was about to ask if it was something
And
to do.
so number two is the hosting town welcomes an explosion of creative energy from around the globe. Artists and performers take to hundreds of stages all over the city, presenting shows for every taste. Taking place annually, what is the duration of the Fringe? And following the example of
Matt Wilson.
Folks, over the past couple of weeks, I will have a plus or minus on some of these, but I'm not telling you until you give your answers. But I do have it set, regardless of what I hear when I jump around rooms. I do have it set already in my answers. I promise you that. Okay, number 3.
See it, Wilson.
The story of the Fringe dates back to blank. I'm looking for a year when 8 theater groups turned up uninvited to perform at an area international festival. Not being part of the official program of the international festival didn't stop these performers. They just went ahead and staged their shows on the fringe of the festival anyway, coining the phrase and the name.
Oh, interesting.
Ollie, move. Come on.
So I'm gonna mute Janine. Okay. So then, okay. So this has two answers. You only need to get one of them to secure the point. After blank and blank, the Fringe is the third largest ticketed event in the world. So we're looking for what 1 and 2 are. The 1 and 2 or 2 largest ticketed events in the world. Get one of them and you get the point.
Someone tell Rob on his team.
Number 5. The Fringe 2024 in numbers. How many tickets were issued at the Fringe in 2024?
Ooh, wow.
Fringe in numbers. How many artists performed at the Fringe 2024? Number 7. The Fringe 24 in numbers. How many countries were represented at the Fringe? Couple of multiple choice here.
Question about that. What do you mean represented among the performers?
Correct. Thank you for clarifying. Number 8, the Fringe 2024 in numbers. Approximately how many shows were performed? A, 370,000, B, 37,000, or C, 3,700. Number 9. How many venues were used? A, 26,000, B, 2,600, C, 260. Number 10. How many shows are thus far booked for the Fringe 2025? A, 55,600, B, 5,560, or 560, that which is C. And then there will only be 10 points total. So here's a bonus, a chance for another point. So if you get one wrong, you could still get 10. Which of these is not an act at the Fringe 2025? A, the #1 greatest hit rock and roll magic show. B, 1954, Ella Edda Eartha. C, Three Little Wigs. I'll say C again, Three Little Wigs. D, Ask a Stripper, Pulling Back the G-String. E, Mason King, The Mind Spy. F, Solve Along a Murder, She Wrote. G, Miss Biscuits and Mr. Milkbone. H, The Telepath and the Conjurer. Did anyone not understand or need something repeated or clarified? Yes, Avi.
For the last one, do you mean which of these are not booked so far, or did you mean 2024?
No, I meant 2025. Of the acts that are thus far booked for 2025, all but one of those is an actual act.
Okay.
Thank you. Okie dokie. So let me make this big and send you to your wonderful breakout rooms. Go play. Go have fun.
Okay, so I'm going to go to room 1 and see what you guys have in store.
I've known about this thing for now, what was that, about 5 minutes? I've never even heard of it before.
Oh, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
The
I've
Fringe.
never heard of the Fringe at all.
It's big.
It's
Again?
Is that the answer to number 1?
Oh my God, you're
The
kidding.
Edinburgh Fringe
I'm the only one that knows what this is.
Festival Fringe?
Yeah, it's Edinburgh.
Okay, so that's number 1. Great.
So number 1 is Edinburgh?
Yeah. Edinburgh Film Festival. I mean, a Fringe Festival.
Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew it started in England.
But Edinburgh's in Scotland.
It's in
Or Scotland, right? Sorry.
Yeah, of course, Edinburgh. So how long is it's over a week? I think it might be 10 days now.
Okay, you can all see my screen, right?
Yeah. It's at least a week. It might be 10 days. I don't know. I haven't attended, but I know people who have, and I've been there.
So it
Not
plays, I mean, all types of music and so on. It's what
everything.
mandate sounds like.
Every shop, every bar, everybody has an act going on in every venue you can imagine. It is incredible.
Wow.
I haven't been there during it. I was too, no, you know what? It's
But I
not-
mean, it's like of every genre, every
2 weeks. Yeah.
of like any type of music, any type of
Everything.
performance.
Juggling, magic, lectures. No, wait. It's 30 days. It's a full month.
Not in my city.
No, and number 2, it's a month.
In my city, it's only
Why do you have a Fringe in your city?
yes. Oh yes. The
Wow.
Fringe Festival? Oh yeah.
We don't expect it to be as long as the one in
It's
Bloomsbury.
it's not as big as that one, not by any stretch of the imagination.
All right.
But
So
you have a Fringe Festival here.
The duration is 2 what?
It's
Did
1
you
month.
say?
It's 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah. I don't think it's that old. Dates back to
when 8 theater groups turned up,
probably the
decided
60s,
to perform at
70s.
International.
I honestly don't know, but I don't think it's that old.
It is I remember seeing it back. When did I see it? 2010?
Well, it's way before that because
So it would have been before
Yeah.
that. That's just when
I think I don't know if you say 1982 or something. I really don't
that
know.
long ago.
Well,
I wonder if she's going to give us
it's
plus or
in
minus on
modern
that.
times in our lifetime it's existed.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't think it's like 1800s or anything like that.
No,
It's
no.
for like
Yeah,
Obviously a
I would
modern
be
thing.
surprised if it's as old as that because I've never heard of it.
Really?
Even heard of it.
Okay,
Which
so
means it's probably
I've heard of
something
it.
recent.
I've heard of it. I just don't know anything about it, but I've heard of it.
say 1990.
1990?
I mean
That gives you a little given.
yeah, because there is some sort of plus or minus. I don't know what it
She
is.
must have some plus or minus.
Okay,
there.
so
Yes,
after
she did.
yeah, I don't know what the Fringe is the third largest ticket event. What would be the other two? Anybody have any ideas? Because it couldn't be
Ticket
Mecca.
event. I would think something like
Yes, but an event that has tickets. So like the biggest gathering of humanity is this Hindu event on the
it doesn't say the third largest humanities event or
No, it says
performing event.
ticketed event. That's pretty
So
critical.
I was thinking something like the Super Bowl.
That's ticketed, yes.
But this goes on for a month.
The
So
hugest
Oh, it goes on
humanity
for a month.
gatherings are not ticketed, like the High.
yeah. So this is the third largest ticketed event in the world. The Super Bowl isn't going to even be close because
No, I don't think so either.
because that's
Oh,
one day.
Oh.
I've forgotten about the month. Yeah.
What the hell is it?
Alan,
what
do you know
about
any of these?
Oh, no, I've only heard of it, but I had no idea. What about
The World
something
Cup?
like what about something like the Cannes Festival or something like that?
Which con festival?
In Cannes, France.
I don't know
The
anything about it.
the film
But that's
festival.
a film thing. It's not going to attract. This is
Oh, how
anything
long
that they
does the
sell
film
tickets.
festival go?
How about the
Well,
World
they
Cup?
sell tickets to all these different
Yeah,
these
yeah,
shows and
that
stuff,
might be
so,
good. How long
You know,
does that go
I
for?
just don't know if it's
The
that.
World Cup goes for
how-
about a week.
How long does the Cannes Film Festival go for?
a week or two, I think.
Paul, do you know these at all? Have you heard of this Fringe Festival? You're being very quiet.
No,
Look
I
it up
have
in
no
the book
clue.
behind you.
But I would say a global event that sells a lot of tickets is definitely the World Cup.
What about the Olympics?
The Olympics.
That goes
The
on
Olympics,
forever
too.
and has
Oh,
different
the Olympics
venues.
is
The
excellent.
Olympics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that one.
That's better. But I wouldn't doubt it if the World Cup is one of them. But put
I
the
wonder
Olympics.
if she's actually is referring to a more an entertainment type thing.
No, she said
No.
It doesn't
ticketed.
say that.
She
The
said
question does not
ticketed.
say that.
Ticketed and sports.
I know
Ticketed
that.
event. It does not say ticketed performance.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's got to be the Olympics.
I think the Olympics.
Yeah.
All right, my contribution. Phew.
Okay. Well, I didn't even think of that. So that's good. Okay. So it's
Well,
going to
there's-
be third
Well,
to
if
the
that's the
Do
Olympics.
we need
case, I'd
both
go-
answers for 4?
I would do it. I
No,
would go
just
actually
what are
before
the other?
before the Olympics. I would do what Paul said. I think I would look at the World Cup.
Well,
Okay,
there's
well-
2 spaces. We have 2 options to, we only
No,
need
you can only put one. because that would be
Yeah.
cheating if you put two, because there's only one answer.
There are two answers, but you only have one of them.
Yeah,
to
you
be
only have to
correct.
get one. All right. And you only want to make one guess, otherwise we're cheating.
No,
Okay.
I thought it was the World Cup, but I think the Olympics is a better answer.
All right. So if we
Olympics
know
is big, but I don't think it's as big as the World Cup.
it goes on for a month.
I've been in Europe during the World Cup, and I mean,
I know
nothing happens when there's a game on. The streets are deserted.
Okay, so the answer to number 4 is probably the Olympics and the World Cup, but we've picked the Olympics. So for question 5,
I think we need to move on. We have
yes,
we have
that's
five-
what I'm saying.
We have
So
6 more questions.
For question 5,
Yeah.
if it's third to the Olympics or the World Cup, how many tickets are issued over a month-long citywide? It's a big city too.
Well, hundreds of thousands, right?
Oh, much more than that.
Million? I mean, how many are sold at the Olympics? I have no idea. Or the World Cup. Actually sold tickets, not just people crashing or
I have no
watching
idea.
on TV.
Well, yeah, let's see. Because I'm thinking like Summer Olympics, the track and field event pulls in like 100 to 200,000 people a day.
And that's one of many events.
Yeah.
Right,
So
but they might buy a
100
ticket for the whole Olympics, so they're only issuing one ticket for the whole event.
no, you pay for each event you attend.
Oh, okay. Well, then that just ups it a lot.
Yeah, because you
If
can
it's
have
ticketed, it almost has to be for those. You can't buy one ticket for the 30 days unless it's a ticket for 30 days, right? Which would be 30 tickets. So if you have 30 tickets.
Yeah, but you know, there are now, I think 20 in the World Cup, there are now 24 teams. And they are going to get on almost every game, they're going to get 80, 100,000 people in that stadium. And it's eliminations and stuff. It's a lot of games, and they're spread out all over the country usually.
Alan, I was the one who came up with the World Cup, and I think it's the Olympics. So I might be wrong. In fact, it's probably evidence that I'm wrong, that I think it's the Olympics.
I think it's both.
Tickets are issued.
As we've
Come on,
agreed,
guys. We
it
have
is
6
both.
more questions.
If we had 100,000 people a day, would you
For
think?
24 days.
Times 24 days, that's 24,000.
Right. So this is less than that. So I would say some number less than 24,000. Or would you say?
Oh, no, it's got to be more than that.
Wait.
The largest thing in.
Yeah, 24,000. NASCAR does more than 24,000 in one race.
It's probably something like 100,000 a day for 30 days, which is 300,000.
So less than 240,000.
No, I'm saying if it's 30 days in a month, and it's a 100,000 a day, which is what they were saying for the Olympics, that becomes 300,000 over 30 days.
Okay, so
the Olympics is only 2 weeks. The World Cup goes, I think, for a month.
You said
it's
the
the same problem.
World Cup,
We agreed on the other, Alan, already. We're not going to finish.
Yeah, let's put 300,000.
Okay, but make it an odd number, because that way, in case somebody else is closer, so make it like a little under or a little over 300,000.
I would say over. How about 305? Let's see, we were saying 300,500 or 35,000 or something like
Just
that.
add a number to the end of that, so it's something else. All right.
Isn't Trump's inauguration in there somewhere?
She's going to have a large, if the number is that big, she's going to have a large range.
Right. So put another number at the end of 300,000, so it could be something else.
300,001?
Sure. The Fringe in numbers, how many artists is performed? So it's going to be like.
Well, if it's
how many
30 days.
How many a day? And it's 30 days.
It is probably
at least 10 a day.
Oh, no, it's way more than that.
More.
It's way more. It's more
Is
like
it all day?
Yes. It's maybe you could have 1,000. Every venue, every building practically has a venue for it.
How many buildings?
4 people who show up. That would be considered one.
Performance. How many buildings?
It's Edinburgh.
It's huge.
No, but how many? Oh, the whole city is doing it.
And it's outside the city. It's in places all over. There's street performers over. I'll see.
Okay, we've only got 119 seconds. Let's get a number. We're only at question 6.
10,000.
10,000?
Okay, how many countries? Name a bunch of countries. How many were in the World Cup, Alan? 24?
I believe so.
Okay, put a number close to that.
25?
24?
I mean, there's over 100 countries in the world, so
we've only got time for 3 more questions. Come on.
Approximately how many shows were performed? Pick the A. No, it can't be that much. That's too much. B. Okay, the Fringe in numbers. How many venues were used?
Well,
how many venues? Can't be in the thousands, I don't think. From what
260?
No. I could see 2,600. Because every pub, every place it's got to be higher than 260.
Okay, we still have 2 more questions and we have 68 seconds. How many shows were far booked?
Probably A. And somebody make a guess on the bonus. I don't have a clue. But I bet you the G-string one is in there.
Okay.
All the Long and Murder She Wrote, it's probably in there. Miss Biscuits, I'm sure she's in there.
Stripper.
Try E.
E.
Mason King and the Mind Spy.
Mason King and the Mind Spy. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what would be something that she would make up.
And that's just a
clever.
guess.
I can't even begin to think what Karen would have made up because she's pretty clever. But she might go with something really boring like Little Wigs or something to throw us off.
Ask a stripper pulling back the G-string.
That one's hilarious.
I'm sure that's
hilarious.
real.
It's either one of them and she put it in because it's hilarious and we wouldn't pick it, or she's trying to see if she can get us with some.
That was fun. The reason why I know some of this is because Mark and I almost were going to, hi Deborah, we're asked to perform to come to perform at the Fringe whenever Mark, because we were in Edinburgh and Mark did several seances at one of the venues that participates in the Fringe. And so they're like, come on, you got to come back for the Fringe. And so we're like, oh no. It was also a different month. I think it's the summer, right? Is it June or July?
Very cool. Thank you. Welcome back. I just heard about the Fringe for the first time on Saturday night.
Oh,
okay.
Live.
So where is, what is the full name? What is the location? What is the full name? Susan just mentioned it. It's Edinburgh, Ireland.
Hey,
Scotland.
Edinburgh.
I do believe that's Scotland.
Oh,
Scotland.
I put Ireland. Thank you very much.
Edinburgh, Scotland.
Don't tell the Scottish people.
And it's not Edinburgh, it's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
It's not Scottish, it's crap.
There you go. Edinburgh.
You guys leave her
It's
alone.
not Scottish, it's crap.
There you go. I can't believe I did that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So
horrible.
Them's fighting words. Okay. So plus or minus 1 week. The answer is 3 weeks. So
I thought it was a month. Sorry.
so 2 weeks to 4 weeks gets the point.
One
So
more.
is that a month?
In there.
A
1
month
month
is
works
within
too.
that.
1 month works too.
okay, good.
4 weeks. Good job, Susan.
You didn't have to specify it to the minute.
Okay. Number 3. When did it start? Plus or minus 5 years. The answer is 1947.
Ooh,
42 to 52 gets the point.
wow, that's
You're
later.
right. The aliens did start it from
You thought
Roswell.
it was so old, Susan. We talked you down.
So what 2 events have these same comparable number 1, number 2, and the Fringe is number 3. The 2 events are the Olympic Games and the FIFA Men's World Cup. Keep in mind, this takes place every year. Olympic Games are every so many years, right? And this takes place every year, and it's number 3. They
My contribution.
Okay, Karen, we
Yes.
spent a lot of time arguing whether it was the Olympics or the World Cup.
Yes.
Too much time.
What did you
And it's
decide?
the men's World Cup.
What did you decide?
The Olympics.
We decided the Olympics.
There you go. Okay, so how many tickets were issued in 2024? So this is plus or minus 0.5 million. 2.6 million. So 2.1 million to 3.1 million gets the point.
So I have a question on the previous one since I don't watch the World Cup. We put World Cup. Is that not the same as Men's World Cup?
I don't think there's a Women's World Cup, is there?
Generally, if you just say World Cup, you're usually talking about the Men's World Cup.
Yeah, there is.
Is that what you
female
guys
World
meant?
Cup,
Because I don't
but-
even know what the
Yeah,
hell it is.
that's what we meant.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
we
Is
meant
there,
FIFA
is there a
Men's
Women's
World
World Cup?
Yeah.
It would be
And
tiny.
I'm not gonna ascribe to the fact that if the gender's not specified, it's male.
But that's our world, Karen.
We're not asking what you would do.
I
We're
would
asking what
say
common
that
usage
World
in the
Cup
world
should be a
is.
fair answer. World
No.
Cup should be a fair answer.
Everybody knows that the biggest event in the world for tickets is not a women's event. Not yet.
What about Taylor
Well,
Swift? She sold millions of
Taylor
tickets.
Swift.
Sold
So
millions
you
of
had
tickets.
to have put the Olympics or the FIFA Men's World Cup to get the point.
What if we put the
And Karen
Olympics
has
and the World
ruled.
Cup both?
You got it with the Olympics. 'Cause you
Okay.
only need
Summer
one.
Olympics or Winter Olympics?
Then it's a moot point about the World Cup.
Move on,
Pal's opinion, it
.org.
doesn't matter.
Okay, so
Okay,
plus or
Tribbiani.
minus 500,000. Did anybody get number 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we said three.
Wow.
Okay.
We had the right order of magnitude.
What kind of range did other people put for the ticket sales?
We got a
We
million.
said 300,000.
Yeah, we guessed just a million.
We
Okay.
We're
guessed
still arguing about the World Cup.
1 million.
So
We couldn't
how
get
many
off the World
artists?
Cup.
How many artists performed? Right. This is a doozy. So I'm giving I think really generous plus or minus. This is plus or minus 5,000.
Oh my God.
So we're
The
wrong.
answer is 25,000.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
20 to 30,000 gets the point.
Jeez, you're way off.
Wow.
I know. Okay.
Wow.
And number 7. How many countries were represented? You guys were all over the place with this one. This is going to be plus or minus 5 because it's only 2 digits. The answer is 63.
Whoa.
Oh,
Extra points for exact number?
Jesus.
no.
You get bragging rights. 57.
I run out of
Just missed it.
time when everyone
You were
said
close.
25 and I was saying it's more.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, other column, Karen. How many performances were there? The answer is C, 3,700.
Oh,
Yes. That's less than I thought.
yeah.
That's how many shows were performed. Okay, and number 9 was how many venues were utilized? C.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We were right.
Sorry, team.
Yeah.
Okay, now this one,
Right.
really it's a guess because you don't know how far in advance people
Right.
sign up for these things and so forth. But I found this interesting that for this year's show, already they have 560 acts.
Oh shit.
So is that not many? Because it's coming up in a few months. I mean,
You're
I don't
right.
know how this works, but anyway, it's 560.
Hmm.
And of all of those, the one that people seem to titter about the most was the stripper. And that was, what was that one? That one was D, Ask a Stripper, pulling back the G string. In fact, that is happening. So if you want to go to Edinburgh, Scotland, it's happening. The one I made up is G, Miss Biscuits and Mr. Milkbone. I made that up.
Good job, Peggy.
Yeah.
Made that up. And that be all, folks.
Oh, that was fun.
Thanks for playing.
That was fun. So, FYI,
Rest your voice, Karen.
yeah, rest your voice. For those of you who know who Richard Weissman is, for several years he sat on the committee for organizing the Edinburgh Festival. 'Cause he's in Edinburgh and he loves the Fringe. He performed there many times.
Here's their website.
Fascinating.
Here's their website if you want to check it out. And also there's a good 3.5 minute video here. And this I just wanted to share with Susan because I know about YouTube views and all that kind of stuff. So this here, they've got 2.6 thousand subscribers and nearly 400 views. And look at this. It has 0 comments. 0. And only, I think 3 people or 6 people gave it a thumbs up. So it's just the nature of the beast. 8 people. 8 people gave it thumbs up, 0 comments, and they have all these people. Anyway, okay.
Now there's a
Fascinating.
comment. Now there's a comment there.
So let me just add to this before we move on and get to the scores. That was excellent, Karen. Thank you for bringing a bit of Scotland into our
Oh, and
world
this
today.
is one more thing. Behind me is the 2009 poster. I mean, I've replicated it 6 times, but this is a 2009 poster. If you go to their website, it has posters going back. And this was created by a young Miss Sedgwick of a local high school.
Oh, nice. So the Edinburgh Skeptics, which is a group in Scotland that's we years ago wrote their Wikipedia article, the Edinburgh Skeptics. And what they do is they put on a talk every day. So that's why I thought it was a month. So for 3 weeks, they have 3 weeks of talks, and they have them in this band. They have like this is their place they hang out. It's a Banshee's Labyrinth, and it's a dungeon. It's got dungeon underneath. The Mark's done the seance there a few times. It's creepy as hell. They have what looks like torture devices. I don't know if they really are torture devices. Kat would probably know.
Yeah.
And only not. I'm not exactly sure why I would say that. Anyway, Kat, we'll have to talk about. But they do a talk every night. They schedule a talk, so they work all year long to get that organized so that they could do a talk. And some of these shows, you guys, 2 or 3 people show up. So it's a dog eat dog world trying to get these things going, and there's street acts going as well. So there's unticketed events, constant acts in there. I've never gone. I'm terrified to go. I can imagine it would just be like Dragon Con on steroids.
Yeah, it's very people-y, I'm sure.
So are they skeptical of the existence of Edinburgh Island, Ireland?
Ireland, yeah. Edinburgh Island, I think they don't exist. All right, so let's just scores. That was very fun. I was just listening to the ESP podcast today, and Brian Ego from the Scottish Skeptics, well, he's in Glasgow, was one of the co-hosts, and I was just thinking about how much fun it is, and I can't wait to go back to Scotland. All right, so to solve the egg crisis, special roosters were bred to lay eggs. They are Himalayan.
We had 3.
Oh, geez, guys. All right, Mars must have a
no
robots text file.
We had Susan. How could it be that low?
I'm the one that knew.
We got the first 3 questions right, including both of the things, and then we got nothing else right after that.
All right, team number 2, Mars must have a Roblox text.
We got 9.
Nice.
Wow.
We guessed good.
Oh, come on. One of you guys has been there, right? Huh. France wants the Statue of Liberty to be taken away, calling David Copperfield.
6.
Cass, we don't need no education.
7.
Ooh, oh my God, we sucked. Sorry, team. I only knew the beginning. Everything else was number related, and
that's why we had 3.
I have no idea.
Would have had it.
Because you were the only one who even knew what it was.
So you got to scale. You got to average a 6.3 out of that, even with our 3.
I was of no help on my team. I found out about this after Karen tonight. I never heard of this one.
I'm
I found out
so
about it when
surprised that
she
you
was
guys,
reading
not
the
so many of you guys hadn't
description
heard
of
of this before.
Well, you've been to Germany, so you lived in Germany, Avi. So
And
that's,
Yeah,
Germany
but that
is in
Germany is
Europe,
not is a different country from
but
the
it's
UK.
close.
in
Is it
Europe,
really?
which is right next
Are you
door.
sure?
That's
Oh,
bad.
word.
All right,
Y'all
Rob.
need some art and
Did you
culture
know
in your
who
life.
Phyllis was?
Yeah. Okay, Rob.
Phyllis Diller
Okay.
died ages. Well, no, that's not
No,
ages.
she didn't die ages ago.
She was
All right. So wait, no more talk about celebrity deaths because this category is dead or alive. Last time I looked, round 2. I'm going to give you 10 celebrities, and you have to tell me, are they dead or alive? So it's 50-50 shot on each one.
Can they be
Oh,
Can they be
no.
mostly dead?
No. All right, here we go. Number 1. And sometimes I helped out with what the person's famous for, just in my opinion, if people might not know. I didn't do it all the time.
That says at what time today? Just like an hour ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, if you got something posted to your phone, ignore it.
Don't look at
And
your
you
phone.
could assume
guys.
that they were alive if they just died. Put it that way. All right. Number 1, Susan Day of Partridge Family fame. And I'm being really helpful this time because last time I don't think I did this. I'm giving you their birthdays. December 10th, 1952. Number 2
That's
is
very generous. Thank you.
Mick Fleetwood, born 24th of June, 1947. Number 3 is Tyne Daly, born February 21st, 1946. People know who that is?
Yeah.
No.
Number
Tyne
4.
Daly. It's Daly. Tyne Daly.
You said it's not Daly, it's Daly. That's what I heard.
Daly.
All right. Number 4, Raquel Welch, September 4th, 1940. Number 5 is Ed Asner, born November 15th, 1929. Number 6, Gomez Adams, John Aston, born March 30th, 1930.
Say again.
John Aston.
Okay.
Like Gomez.
Yeah.
Number 7,
I
Tippi
wouldn't have known
Hedren from the Byrds, born January 19th, 1930. Number 8, I'm up to 8. I'm up to 8. Number 8, Jackie Mason, born June 9th, 1928. Number 9, Dick Van Dyke, born December 13th, 1925. And lastly, Carl Reiner, born March 20th, 1922. Okay, those are the 10. Tell me, are they dead or alive? Last time I looked.
Oh, we're going to kill off some celebrities tonight.
I knew I was taking that chance, so we'll see.
Thanks, Rob.
You have to do testing sometimes to see if it's true.
Put Donald Trump.
I Deborah, you're on team 1. That was obvious.
Oh
Okay.
man, I so wish.
President Vance, I'm not
I
so
don't believe in
sure.
wishing death on people, but my God.
I agree.
Okay. Hello, team.
Who is this? Who is this Susan person?
I'm here to ruin your day because you've got the highest score.
Well, hopefully someone knows who these people are because I don't.
Well, I know Dick Van Dyke's alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dick,
that's the
It's
one I
moment
was
to
saying.
Yeah.
check at what time it is right now.
I always
Yeah.
forget who's alive and dead anyway.
I think
Dick
everybody
Van-
else is dead.
No,
No?
Susan Day's alive. Mick Fleetwood is alive. I think Ed Asner is dead. Raquel Walsh is dead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ed Asner, you said is alive?
No, dead.
Oh, who
No,
was the
he's
second
dead.
one? Oh, Fleetwood Mac is.
Mick Fleetwood is alive,
And Dick Van Dyke's alive.
and Dick Van Dyke's alive.
Is Carl Reiner alive? I think I
No.
remember.
No,
Carl
he's
Reiner
dead.
passed away.
Yeah, he's dead.
Where'd he pass to?
He died.
The left-hand side.
The Left Hand of Darkness.
He went with the Duchy.
Jackie Mason.
Who's that? Is that a baseball player?
No, he's a comedian.
Famously banned from the Ed Sullivan Show for
Yeah.
supposedly making an inappropriate gesture.
Yeah, I think he's dead. God, he was funny.
Yeah.
I have no idea about Tippi Hedren.
Tippi Hedren may be alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're putting alive for Tippy.
Yeah. So alive.
4 alive
Oh,
and 6 dead.
alive. I think Tyne Daly's alive.
I don't know who
Who is
that
Tyne
is.
Daly?
Cagney and Lacey.
Is that one of them?
I forget which one she played, whether she was Cagney or Lacey. Sharon Gless was the other one.
Okay, so we're making her alive. So 5 alive and 5 dead.
Safe bet.
Well, it's 50-50, which is what he said the odds were. Yeah,
Wait a
let's say
minute.
she's alive.
Which ones do you have for alive? We've got Susan Day's alive, Mick Fleetwood's alive, Tyne Daly's alive, Raquel Welch is dead.
Dead.
Ed
Right.
Asner is dead.
Dead.
John Aston, I don't think he's dead. I think
Are
he's
you
alive.
sure? I thought he was Gomez.
I haven't heard anything about him being dead, but that doesn't mean anything.
Okay, what
So
do you guys want to? You want to put him
So
alive?
then 7, Tippi Hedren we have alive.
Yeah, I want to make John Aston alive. I haven't heard that he's died.
Does it work that way? Can we just pick?
Make him alive.
Well, I don't think I've heard that he's died.
Jackie Mason dead, Dick Van Dyke alive, and Carl Reiner dead.
Okay.
So we can write this out as a binary number.
Yes.
6. Wow. Which one's going to be killed off now?
I don't
Thanks,
think we're
Rob.
that powerful, Susan.
You watch. Within a week.
Within a week, someone will die.
Well, one of these 10 or one of these 5. Wait, 4. We only 6 that are alive.
I'm gonna need to know your whereabouts from now on, Susan.
I'm here behind my computer or working in the yard. That's all I do. That's all I do.
And travel to Skeptic Apps.
Yeah, but that's not until April. So
Well, it's just a couple of weeks.
yeah. So are you on after me? Leonard, I think you are. It's me then you, huh?
I didn't look at the schedule.
Yeah, it's really, I think we're one right after the other, something like that.
So are you going to do the same talk you gave in Monterey?
No, I'm going to give the talk I gave in LA, which
Okay.
it is about Tyler Henry, but it's, well, Brandy and Kyle have seen it, but then it won't be in Lodi. You're not going to Lodi, right? You guys?
Can't make it to Lodi, unfortunately.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm going to give the same talk I gave in Monterey.
Okay, I'll pretend this way I'll know where to look when I'm filming so that I can show what happens. That'll be fun.
Right.
I like that. That was really fun. You got to practice getting that out of that thing
Yes.
because that was really fun.
Yeah, that was cute.
So mine
Even-
won't
It
be the
didn't
same.
work that well, but it still worked well enough.
She gave me a little more time, so I'm going to do mine in Monterey was just a prequel to you. In fact,
Right.
I gave the one I gave him the windshield pitting. I did it in the San Jose humanist group, and I expanded it, so
Right.
it's now 20 minutes, something like that. All right, are you staying up there? Or are you just going to drive up and drive back down?
I think I'm going to stay Friday night. Yeah.
I've got a place already. It's I was told where to the nice place to stay. I think it's a Marriott.
Yeah, I need to ask Carolyn.
Yeah,
What's a
asked
good
Eve.
place?
I asked Steve, and it's the
Okay.
here. Hold on, let me just see it real quick. I booked a room at the. Oh, this is my flight to Calgary. Let me see.
You remember we're being recorded.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Nobody's listening. I think I've saved it in my travel folder. They changed the stupid. I can't handle this. Yahoo changed their
The Yahoo Mail interface?
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Okay.
Yeah. And I think we're just going to stay the one day. I told Deborah it's just 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 45-minute drive. So we'll drive up on
Yes.
Friday and then stay the night, do the thing, and then after dinner I'll drive home. So that's a lot closer for you too. So 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
You just program the car and you could follow.
Yeah, I may stay overnight and stop off at some places on the way back. Do it during the day.
What's there to
There's a
see?
bunch of wildlife refuges. There's a bunch of really interesting birds traveling through.
Birds. There's a museum called. I saw it on the way up there one time, and a big sign on the side of the road. I said, "Oh, I'm going to come up here and figure out what that is. I don't know what that is." And then I looked it up, and it's supposed to be a huge museum. It's called the Hillmans, something like that. And I guess it's an art museum.
Don't know.
It looked big. I can't even remember now, but I thought someday. But that week won't be that day.
That is one comfortable looking cat.
You done making biscuits yet, Phoebe?
All three of mine are out. They spend their day just
nice kitty
in these chairs. All right, I guess we could go back and see if anybody else is back.
Her sister is over there snoring.
You got the so Carl, everything's set for the Skeptic Camp, right? Because I got to get ready to make my airline reservations.
I got to finalize the venue, but it's happening no matter what.
Is it going to be at the place that I stayed in, that hotel room when I was there last?
That's my plan.
And that's
the place in that room.
Well, no. When I stayed at this hotel last time I was in St. Louis, I said, "Look, Carl, they've got a venue and everything here, and look how nice all this parking. Wow, would this be nice to have a Skeptic Camp here?"
That's my plan. I need to follow up with our treasurer, because they had some our 501c form with the state was old, and so they were getting a new copy, so I can send the current copy to the hotel for the bid.
You guys done?
Yeah.
I am closing rooms then.
So cool.
In that picture, Rob is dead.
So I know exactly where this hotel is that we're going to be staying in.
Yeah, but he's not listed.
Did I ever tell you how I found
Well-known
out?
skeptic.
Did I ever tell you how I found out that Robert Palmer died?
He died?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he's dead.
I went into my office, and there was a big poster on my door which said Robert Palmer dead at the age of 56.
Is he the same age as you?
No, I was not even 40 something when he died.
He's really been dead that long?
Yeah.
I had no idea what killed him.
Stray heart
Might
attack.
as well face it.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
No, actually, no, not typical of the genre. No.
What was it?
He just had a massive heart attack unexpectedly.
Yeah, due to sex and drugs
from the
and rock
stress
and
of
roll.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Aw.
Hey, he was a pretty talented music person.
Yep.
He's better than some.
Yeah.
For so
he's
long, I could not give my credit card to anyone without them saying,
"Are you addicted to love?"
But now it happens that, like, if there's an older person behind the counter and they take it, and there's a younger person, and the older person, "Oh, Robert Palmer," and they're, "Who's that?" Young people.
Or Robert Palmer. I don't want to be that person when people say,
"Yeah,
Gerbeck, I thought she died years ago."
Mm-hmm.
You mean she's still alive? I don't want to be that. I don't want to hear that. I
don't know what would be more annoying, that or being asked if you're related to someone with a completely different but vaguely similar last name.
Well, my cousin is going to have to deal with that, Susan Gerbeck. She's gonna I'm sure she gets the weirdest friend requests and the weirdest DMs, and
yeah,
that was wrong. She shouldn't have. I've never met her, so she shouldn't be doing that. She changed her maiden name is Gerbeck, and she got divorced, so she was using something else. To find out that Rob Palmer died. I didn't know he was dead.
Robert Palmer, which is why I don't go by that name. Yes. So I'd like to do this by whoever the person is responsible for keeping the score. When I get to that one, I want everyone to shout whether you think the person's dead or alive. All right? Do one person first.
So only the people who kept score. So whoever that is.
One person from each team. Yeah. Okay.
And my team's going to make a mistake.
Nice cat.
All right. Nice. Can you hear the cat?
No.
I think he was referring to the skulls I sent.
I was
wow. Okay. My cat is screaming.
The cat's still alive. Cat's still alive.
There for Rob.
I'm not
Make sure
watching
you
it.
record this too.
I have too many other things up here.
Oh, now I understand your background.
Oh, I get it. I
Dead
didn't
or
even think of it
alive?
too.
There we
I
go.
thought
I
it was a
didn't get it.
diet.
I didn't
I
get
thought
it
it was
either.
a diet, like
Okay.
before and after.
Why are we
So-
looking at Wikipedia at home screen?
Because I didn't want you to go to the first one right away.
Oh,
All
okay. Gotcha.
Number one, Susan Day. What do you think, people?
Alive.
Alive.
Dead.
She is alive.
Alive.
Oh.
Susan Day is
alive,
72
staying
years
alive,
old
staying
and alive.
That's young.
Next one
She's young.
is Mick Fleetwood. What do you think, people?
Alive.
Alive.
Did everyone say alive?
Alive.
Alive.
Everyone said alive. And yes, alive.
Yay.
Mick is 77 years old. Wow.
He's a great guy.
Young.
So the scary thing about this is I did this last 3 years ago, and I had a very long list of other ones that were extras, and they were all alive. And as I was going through, oh, that's dead now. Oh, they're dead now. Oh, they're dead now.
You killed him. You killed him,
That's
Rob.
making the list in 3 years. It's a long time. Okay, next one is Tyne Daly. What do we think?
Alive.
Dead.
Ooh, we got a mix on that one. Tyne Daly is still kicking.
Oh, I told you guys. It looks good
She's
too.
79 years old.
Now this
All right,
next one,
Raquel
my
Welch. What do
team
you
is
think?
wrong.
Kevin, we
Dead.
apologize.
Alive.
You're right.
Waka Welch is dead.
Dead.
Wait, did we have a mix there?
No.
Yeah, but we were wrong
Dead.
on our team.
She's dead.
She's-
Raquel Welch died at the age of 82 in 2023.
I don't even remember reading about it.
I remember
I
that.
do
all over the
remember it.
news.
That's all I
I
knew.
think
Oh,
I
she
saw
was
that.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was all
Next
over the
one,
news.
Ed Asner. What do you think?
Oh, he's dead.
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 I remember his obituary.
All right, everybody got that one. Correct.
Yeah, it was in the obituary. It was in the New York Times.
Very good. Well, I'm sure all these people were. Okay, Ed Asner died at 91 years old in 21.
Oh, good. He lived a good long time.
Yeah. Next one is Gomez Adams. John.
Dead.
Alive.
I thought he was dead, but now I just know he's not.
He's alive.
Oh,
Still
wow.
kicking it. Ed Asner
Alive.
is 91 years old.
Good for him.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Y'all
He died.
lied to me.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
No, he's alive. Yeah.
He's
He's
alive.
alive.
He's
He's
alive.
living
he's
dead.
alive.
Dude, we
Wow,
got
he
that
looks
one wrong.
good.
We were all sure.
Great.
Yeah,
He's
that's
part
not,
vampire,
that's
you know.
not a reason. That's not a reason.
His wife
One
was a
over the
vampire.
What? What was that?
His wife was a vampire. She must have been him at least once.
Yes, that's right.
She lives
Yeah.
forever.
That is right. Yes. Okay. Next one is. Let's see who's next on the list.
Tippy Hedren.
Next
Tippy
is
Hedren.
Tippy Hedren. What do you think?
Dead.
Alive.
Alive.
Tippy Hedren is alive.
Oh, it's a woman? I thought you said
He
it was
was
from the
dead.
birds.
My
From
team
the
overrode
birds.
me on that
Have
one.
you not
The
seen
Birds.
Alfred Hitchcock's The
Birds.
Birds?
95 years
Birds,
old.
the movie.
95.
I was thinking the
But
music.
Kat, did you know something, Kat?
I know lots of things, Vincent.
Yeah, the bird is the word.
Jackie Mason. Next, Jackie
Dead.
Mason.
Dead.
I don't know what's wrong with
Dead.
Tippy Mason.
Dead.
Everybody was in uniform on that one, huh? Okay.
Comedy died
Yes, Jackie
30
Mason
years
died.
ago.
Jackie Mason died at the age of 93 years old and 21.
Quite recently.
Never
Yes.
heard of him.
All right, Dick Van Dyke.
Alive.
Alive until
Don't you
Rob
dare
killed
kill
him.
him.
Alive and kicking, literally.
That is
Alive,
correct.
kicking, and doing music
99
videos.
years old.
Don't anybody kill him.
99. Holy moly.
99, about to be, let's see, birthday,
100.
December.
December.
If we don't kill him.
You just
Right.
I'm telling you, dancers live on
Dinosaurs
a long
walked
time.
the earth when he was
Best
born.
exercise.
And lastly is Carl Reiner. What do we think?
Dead.
Dead.
Everybody got that one, and he
Yep.
lived to 98 years old.
Wow.
And he's just mostly dead.
just mostly dead. Very
We had some
good.
really fun debates. That was fun, Rob. Thank
That
you.
was a good category. I like that.
Okay.
But I'm not going to like it if we
Except for the
we have a
gruesome
week
people.
now. So if Rob kills all of these people in the next week,
If Dick Van Dyke dies, Rob, you're in deep trouble.
Yeah,
you're
Rob,
in
just
deep
leave the
shit.
country.
I'm flying there.
I never liked how we did the British accent, so you know.
Oh,
I don't
God.
care.
Neither
Who cares? It was Mary Poppins.
I'm telling you, Rob, if something happens to Dick Van Dyke, I'm coming for you. All right. Heather's okay, but no, not Dick Van Dyke. He's awesome.
Want to reset it?
Okay, here we go. So, to solve the egg crisis, special roosters were bred to lay eggs. They are Himalayan. I gave that
We
to
have 8.
All right. See, now that I'm gone, I gave you Deborah.
Yeah, that was a big help.
France wants the Statue of Liberty to be taken away. Calling David Copperfield.
We got 8, but
Eight.
Kevin should get 9.
Yeah.
Don't need no education.
We do, because we only got 6.
Whoa. It's all those young people on your team there. Mars.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I have to correct myself. I don't know how I did that. I just double checked one of them that I was surprised on. I opened it before. No one noticed it. Ed Asner is actually dead.
Yeah,
You
she said he was dead.
You said he was
said he was
dead.
Okay, I did say that.
He's
Okay.
still dead. He was
The
dead. And he's
answer's
still dead.
Resurrect him.
answer says alive.
Yeah, resurrect.
All right. I got that wrong there.
The answer says
Now
alive.
he's dead.
I see. That's
Yeah.
what happened. Okay.
He is dead.
All right.
Especially Dad.
Okay.
He's still dead.
He's still
Mars
dead.
must have a no-robots.txt file.
10.
That was the team I was on. Not that I knew who any of those people were, but okay.
You didn't know any of those people? Come on.
Of course I did, but I didn't know a few of them.
What side
I
of the
thought
snowbank
Tippy
they're
person
on?
was from the group, the Birds. I didn't notice that it didn't have a Y.
What?
And I thought
Side
it
of
was
the
a male.
snowbank.
All right, so everybody, let's take a photo. And then we get to take our lunch
My
break.
camera's off.
Well, turn it on.
We
I
can see that,
can't.
Kevin.
Where are you?
You shut me
in the
off.
bathroom.
Was I sleeping or something?
You fell asleep.
No, I was awake.
Ask to start video. Okay, so I said ask to start video.
There we
Kevin,
go.
show yourself. Okay.
Now I can go back to sleep.
Okay, one. Oh, I got to turn on the camera thing, huh?
Oh, somebody's getting cranky.
There's
All
a
right.
kitty in the picture.
Ready?
All right, fine.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Did Rob get his death person in there? Oh, he's looking at him. Oh,
Just joined.
okay,
What do
got
you
it.
want?
Okay, 5 minutes, y'all. I'm keeping the camera
Paul
running.
Carr, did I see a cat a little while ago?
Okay, I'm gonna get going, everybody.
Hi, Avi.
Good night, Avi.
Yeah.
Ravi.
Right.
Avi.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do you have to do tomorrow?
For some reason, I'm fading and ready to fall asleep, even though it's not
Wow.
yet night.
Hi,
Anyway,
Jim.
I don't know
but
what I would do at
Hi, Jim.
7:48. Taking a
There
nap.
goes our
Going to
team.
sleep.
Paul Carr, did I see a cat in your background a little while ago?
You did not, but you may have seen a dog.
I
You
saw
might have
an
seen
animal.
Phyllis.
That's Phyllis.
Oh,
That's
There's
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Go.
Phyllis.
We were almost Team Phyllis. Not gonna lie.
Good girl.
Oh, he's cute.
Puppy
She's
power.
cute.
Cutie pie.
Okay, I'm standing up and walking away. So you guys talk amongst yourself and
Oh,
remember I'm
Phyllis.
still reading it. Oh,
What a sweetie.
Good girl.
Those eyes.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. I am dog sitting her for a couple of weeks. My ex.
Did you have the dog when you were together?
Yeah. Yeah, she was technically our dog, though she never felt that way. She was always Amy's dog.
Oh.
She's a rescue and she was scared of guys well, she still is scared of guys, but we're friends now.
Mhm.
Good girl.
Rescues are the best.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab some tea.
Yeah, maybe that will be good for your throat.
Yeah, my throat is fine and I have no fever or anything. It's just all chest congestion. I was sneezing yesterday and then I woke up this morning sounding like this.
Laryngitis.
It's all chest congestion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get some tea.
Okay.
Hate being sick.
Well done on Skeptic Camp. by the way, Wendy.
You thought so?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What a lineup. And I love that you had the comedy.
Yeah. Heather edited the video, and I haven't watched it yet. And there was a whole bunch that I kind of missed on the day, but I'm looking forward to seeing them. You did a great presentation. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. If it was useful, I was happy to do it. Happy to
Well, you know
model that.
what? I mean, like I was listening to you, and I was reminded of what the fun that we had at SciCon, and that was really important. Because otherwise, like, like it. It's not that I don't want to remember, but it just things fade into insignificance. There's this, the stuff that's happening every day just takes over, and it's a shame to not be able to remember it, the good fun we had. But it was a great presentation. It was, you were talking about what it was like to see it through fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when having fun was legal.
Okay, I'm gonna go get tea now.
Go get tea. I'm glad she thought that our skeptic camp was good.
It looked great from the couple of videos I've watched.
Yeah, we got lucky with the speakers, and then being able to, like, I thought we did good last year with the facility that was in a park down here in the San Fernando Valley, and but there were real advantages to having the facility at CFI Los Angeles. Although, I mean, I have yet to sit in a theater seat for 5 hours and have it be comfortable the whole time. But we had a good time.
It was really, really fun, Wendy.
I'm glad you
I
had.
think the worst part of having it there would be there's not a lot of good places around for lunch.
True. They brought in pizza though.
Yeah,
That works.
Yeah, we had Paula and I made a run to Costco and got, just a lot of junk food, and but also fruit and cheese, and then they sent out for pizza, and
Yeah, nobody left hungry. It was
Oh,
Yeah.
there was food. Gosh.
and then we had I had my family, I couldn't stay for after the skeptic camp because I had plans to go someplace with my family. So I don't know what happened at dinner time. What did everybody do for dinner?
We went to Philippe.
Oh, Philippe's. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
Philippe's. You've been there before, so it wasn't like it was.
Yeah, but it would have been fun to be able to do two things at once.
when you figure out how to do
Until
that,
you
let
can
us
get yourself
know.
cloned, I'm working on it. All right, so we're back from our break. Yeah, whatever it's called. That thing that we so
Intermission.
Intermission. So as Wendy was talking about, there was absolutely amazing skeptic camp after in LA. And so, I've got my little notes right here. I should probably just go off the note route.
Yeah, you gave a good talk.
Well, thank you.
That was funny. It's like you started talking and
I couldn't get my slides to work, so I just continued while they fumbled with the slides. And I said, if I don't get this working, I'll just do it in semaphore. I'm going to be giving that same talk in Lodi. So, all right.
It was inspiring.
If anybody wants to stay a little bit after the game's over and is curious, I'm going to talk briefly about Operation Banana Cream Pie, but of course the video's got to be turned off to do that. And I'm curious what other people thought who's watched the Flat Earth video that I recorded at the Skeptic Camp. So those two things, if you're interested in talking about them, I'll hang around a little bit later. And if you guys want to stay later than that, we'll probably end pretty early for us. All right. So Carolyn's not here. So Paul T, you're up.
Wait, we're not making announcements?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm doing announcements, but I asked, I wrote out a list. So Paul, you're up. Talk about what's happening coming up. Carolyn and Eve aren't here.
I don't know because I'm not part of the group. So I know it's April 5th.
First weekend.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's another national event happening the same day. So hopefully everybody still shows up to Skeptic
Wait,
Camp.
what national event? What are you talking about?
There's a huge protest with what's it called?
515 or something like that.
No, it's like not United.
It looks so weird having Deborah come in off of her trail there.
I know it's kind of cool. But anyway, yes, please, everybody who's local who wants to come into Lodi, April 5th. There's speaking. They've got it all arranged. It's going to be really nice.
Where is Lodi?
Lodi is south of Sacramento.
It's 2 hours, 45 minutes for me. So it's about an hour and a half for Leonard. Something like that. It's north of us. But
it's just north of Stockton. It's like 15, 20 minutes north of Stockton.
I'll be filming it again, you guys. So if you can't be there, you know what? That's what happened to the LA Skeptic Camp, is that there was a protest going on that weekend, that Saturday. So maybe it drew some people. I don't know. I'm still upset about it. So not enough people showing. Fine. Which one?
They may have had a good reason, though, I guess.
If they'd gone to the protest, that's fine. But if they don't go to the protest, then they don't have an excuse. All right. Thank you, Paul T. All right. Rob.
So I had an article published with a video interview yesterday, and I'll put it in the chat. It's Fusing Finances and Skepticism, a conversation with Phil Ferguson. And we try to keep it not political, but we talked about tariffs quite a bit because, finances and the state of the world. So that was one thing. The second thing is I got to interview Jaron Campanella, the flat earther who changed his mind after going to Antarctica on the final experiment. I had a long interview with him, and I don't know if I'm going to leave it as long as it went, but it was like an hour. And all interesting stuff. I'm going to have a hard time figuring out if I want to cut anything. And I also did a little tiny interview afterwards, since he was already there, and I asked Richard about it for the Skeptic Zone. So we'll see if Richard uses that.
Oh, of course he will. Did he enjoy it? I mean, if it went long, he must have really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good conversation, and I used what I learned from the LA Skeptic Camp talk he gave and some comments to ask him some other questions, specifically about his wishy-washiness about whether we've gone to the moon. So we talked about that at a little bit of length. So that should be an interesting part of the conversation. And lastly, I'm going to put this in the chat. Steve Novella is going to be our guest on Recovering from Religion this coming Monday with the subject, Why is Biological Sex So Controversial? And I already have a question to ask from Leonard. He emailed it to me.
So the Phil Ferguson one, I watched it last night. That was excellent. I've known Phil for years, and I had no idea any of that history. So that was really good.
He can really talk, and we went way long, and I had about half of it out. But one of the things that did not make the cut is him talking about watching the trivia game where his voice was one of the answers and nobody got it.
Oh, he has a regular voice. That's why it just kind of could be anybody. Was he bad? Was he sad that we didn't get his voice?
Yes, he was.
Oh, see, you guys, you got to up your game a little bit here because we don't want to be embarrassing
I
people.
think he was the only one that nobody got. Not
Oh.
everybody got everyone, but at least one person got everyone.
Did you tell him though that people on my team were thinking my voice was Adrian?
You do sound like Adrian. What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
sound like Adrian.
Yes,
What are you talking
do.
about, eh?
Especially if
I
I'm
can't
on the team and I'm talking to you, you should be able to hear it's my voice.
I know, but when I hear you guys do your radio voice, which is a little different than your common,
It's our professional voice,
right? So whenever
which
you're
lasts
doing
for
that,
about 3 seconds on Kate and Allie segments, and then we just deteriorate.
I would have to go with Susan. Occasionally, I am not clear on who said it.
Yeah.
And I believe this is why they altered your voice on the radio play because that way I can tell.
Yeah, I do. I have a problem.
Not because I was playing an alien. No.
Well, I have a little problem with telling the difference. So
What do you
I
mean
guess
playing an alien? You were typecast.
you are an alien. You're an alien in Canada.
I'm a Canadian citizen, hon. I'm not an alien here.
Rob, when is your interview coming out with Jaron? Will it be about a week or so?
Yeah, that's probably right.
Or because you still haven't edited it yet,
Right.
right?
I did the short version for the Skeptic Zone and sent it to Richard just before this because that was easier. It was only like about 8 minutes long. But yeah, the other thing is so long, I'm gonna have to take time to go through it. I'll
You
try
can
to do
release it long, full version somewhere else. I have a channel.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm just gonna like a couple of times we said something wrong. Oh, let's replace that. Let's do it again. I think I'm just gonna edit that stuff out. And I probably will leave everything in because I don't know if there's one topic we discussed that I didn't think was worth leaving in. So I'm gonna go through it to make sure. But yeah.
Okay. Take out 5
Barry
minutes.
is not going to be happy. Barry likes half hour.
Barry is busy with a grandbaby right now.
That's true.
Right now is your moment to do it. So try if you can. All right. That I'm really interested in that. Okay. Kyle.
Kyle, thank you for participating in the Skeptic Camp.
Oh, it was fabulous. It was a great time. A lot of good speakers and acts and whatnot. I really enjoyed it.
Groovy.
So yeah, catch the videos of the LA Skeptic Camp if you haven't yet. And this week on Data Skeptic, I have an episode called Criminal Networks, where I talk to a researcher who looks at the data available on crime networks and how they link up and how law enforcement might use network science methodologies to help in their pursuits.
Look.
That's this week on Data Skeptic.
Very good. Very good. Kat, you have something for the Skeptic Zone coming up?
Couple of things. Adrian and I go on a ghost hunt.
Oh, in Edmonton?
Yes, in Edmonton. And Adrian also has an interview with Jonathan Jerry that hopefully will come out this week.
Oh, about
on the
Mercola.
Mercola Crapola.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so
oh, my hair is on fire.
right. And we may have done a dice game at noon today, or maybe not. You'll have to tune in and find out.
Okay, excellent. Looking forward to that. Hey, you guys, I saw that Mercola thing a day early. OMG, if you have not watched the video, the Mercola video, geez, I mean, this should be like everywhere. Like it should supplant everything going
It's
on
shocking,
in politics
isn't it?
right now. Oh, it is amazing. It's leaked tapes that were leaked to the Office for Science and Culture. What is it called? McGill
Science and Society.
University's, huh?
Yeah.
Office of Science and Society, I think.
Yeah. And Jonathan Jari, who's a good friend of ours, he watched 50 hours of this video
like
of
56
Mercola
hours of
talking
it.
to a psychic. I'm not kidding you guys.
It's
And
on the Wikipedia page now.
yeah, and somehow or other it managed to get onto the Wikipedia page. I don't know how that happened for Mercola. But oh my gosh, you guys got to watch it. We should do a trivia category. Somebody do a trivia category on this. Just this. Oh man. Very interesting. Very frightening. Terrifying. Veterinarians? I mean, my God. Veterinarians?
And
Anyway.
putting CO2 up his bum. You really have to check it out.
Oh, that was disgusting. So yeah, don't be
This
eating while you're
is
watching.
not making me want to listen.
No, do not eat while you're listening, and definitely sit down when you're listening. It's an hour, but it goes by with your mouth like Anyway,
Is it on your Facebook?
I put it up on Facebook.
Yeah, I
Somebody
put it
will
up
drop
on
a link
Facebook
here.
too.
Hi,
Okay.
Ben. Yeah, drop it in the chat.
Hello.
Somebody drop
Hi,
it in the
Ben.
chat.
Hi.
And we need people for next week. And as I said, if you guys want to know a little bit, I will give you a little information about Operation Banana Cream Pie that's coming up, as well as if you want to talk a little bit about the video of the flat earther Jaron, because he was just on the video starting to get some views, not anywhere as many as I think. The only thing I have is that there will be an article out probably tomorrow. I keep refreshing to see if it's going to come out tonight, because you never know with these people. That is I wrote an article for Skeptical Inquirer online for the LA Skeptic Camp, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's long, but it's got a lot of photos. I think it's good. So, and I get a little mean at the beginning, but just bear with me, because it's LA and there should be a lot of people showing up, and we did everything right. And we gave them great speakers, and it's LA, and there was free parking. My God. Anyway, so I trimmed out a lot of the mean things I had actually written and just kind of summed it up, kind of like, what the fuck's wrong with you people? All right. So that article should be out tomorrow, probably.
I heard you saying something to was it you? I thought it was you, Susan, about where in the hell was IIG?
No, it wasn't me saying that.
Somebody said it.
Well, Spencer was
And I
there,
thought-
and Ross was there.
Ross, well, speaking, yeah. I mean, and that's true. But I mean, like, they have a group that every single last one of them should have been there.
Yeah, there was a ton of names that I thought should have been there. I invited several people from LA personally, and
Maybe they were a protest.
no, I don't think so. It really irritates me that they didn't show. One person said, "Oh, I ended up having to work, and I had to go to work," and I'm like, "Okay, that's one. And now where's everybody else at?" So anyway, their loss, really.
It was free, and we had food
and parking.
and
In LA, that's a big freaking
If it
deal.
was free, how could it have been?
It was amazing. The whole weekend was amazing. Anyway, next week I don't have anybody scheduled for things, so I will start asking in a few minutes after a round or two, and that's it, right? Anything else I need to mention? We're done. Ready to go to Peggy?
I'll be away next week. It's spring break.
Oh,
A
is it
reminder
spring?
about Lodi, maybe?
Well, we've already talked about Lodi.
Oh, okay. I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, we talked about that was the first thing we did. I made Paul T talk
Yeah,
about
it got
it.
me
Like,
off guard.
What? What? All right. Peggy?
Yeah, the expression on your face was great.
He's like, I mean,
Am I up?
Yep.
Tonight, folks, we have a category that is entirely visual, and I'm going to show you a quick PowerPoint first, and then I'm going to give you the link, and you just have to identify the car that you're going to see in the picture. I think this is going to be easy, but we'll see.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I know
Bob loves it when you say that.
He does. Okay, so we're doing kind of old cars. So, all of my fellow boomers are going to have an easier time with this than
Well,
the-
I like
Peggy, what's the plan? What's the
I
plan
like
for
the
getting?
car illustrated already.
What's the plan for getting this to us after you go?
I'm
through
going to
the-
share the link and then double check and make sure you can open it.
Great.
Okay, number 1. There it is. So when you're answering, I need the model, not just whatever company made it, okay? If you have, the bonus is if you know the company who made it and the model and you write both down and you get all of them correct, you will get a possible extra point if you need it.
You can't get all of them correct. You won't need it.
That's
You
true.
get all of them
Well,
correct.
that's true.
You get bragging rights.
All right, that's number 1. Here's number 2.
I like how you've taken the emblem out.
I tried, but I'm sure I missed one. So look really hard, spend all your time looking for one that I missed. Number 3.
Oh my God.
Number 4. Number 5.
Oh, go slower.
Well, we're gonna have the link in a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the link. I just want to do this so that you get an idea where we're going, and if
And
you
then the
have any
video
questions
people.
about how it works.
All those people watching right now can look at this.
Yeah, and they can watch it, and because they're not getting the link. All those people that watch. Number 7, number 8, number 9,
Jeez, too fast.
10. Okay, all of those you're going to get in the link. I'm going to stop sharing and put it in the chat, and then you'll have
Peggy,
to tell
can
me.
can I ask a question?
Let me put it in the chat first.
Sure.
I had it in the chat.
So often when I do, people are like, give too much away.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
might not want to say anything.
Don't say anything.
So it's in the chat. Can somebody try to open it and make sure it works?
It works.
All righty,
Yes,
there you go.
it works.
You have all the visuals. You can spend
They're not all
hours
ugly.
looking at it, or as many minutes as I can possibly give you. Okay, you have a question?
Well,
is it going to give anything away, Zelia?
Why don't
Wait
you
till she
ask
gets
your
in your room to
teammates?
ask.
Huh?
Ask your
Wait till she-
teammates, and then I will be dropping it on the rooms. And if you still have a question, I can answer it then.
All right.
It's safer that way. Any other non-questions? Any other questions I'm not going to answer?
And it doesn't seem to be working, so tell me what I'm doing wrong.
It worked for me. I got to put Ben and Janine on Teams. So
I've got it. Okay. I just wasn't clicking on it right.
All right. Okay, I'm going to close all rooms.
Open all rooms.
Oh, sorry.
Now you closed
open all
them.
rooms?
What the hell?
Oh, you
So-
just closed them.
No, I didn't touch it.
Oh, it just only came up. So
I got to put
nobody's in the room
Janine.
yet.
I got to put Janine and Janine goes on 3.
You're going to have to put who's ever left in their rooms.
Well, we got to reopen it. So
Closed.
so the people who are here right now are stuck here for a moment.
So I closed it.
I'm stuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
but
it's
the
all
other
right.
people just aren't here yet. That's all.
It'll take 93 seconds. They're going
I'm
to
so
get
sorry.
back here. That's all right. I've done that before.
I might have
I gotta
done
figure
that.
out-
I might have done that trying to get Janine back in her room. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
Ben is
all
going to
right.
go on.
We'll get there.
I'm going to put him over here. Avi left, right? And Jim left. So
Yes.
Yeah, we
probably
have a
put him
tiny
on the
team. It's just you and Jamie and Janine. Janine's back. Good. Janine's
Okay,
on her
so I'm
way.
going to put Ben on the same team because
Thank you. Can you open up room 3? Oh,
no,
I
we can't
get
do
in.
anything yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, we're fucked. I did it. It was either me or Karen, and I'm
Yeah.
going to blame Karen, and she can blame me. And
I went into the room and then it said closing in
I think I did it.
120 seconds.
Karen, you
All
didn't
right,
do
we
it. I'm
got
pretty
40
sure I did.
seconds to spend together. Isn't that a wonderful thing?
Then you go get to look at cars.
They're not all ugly.
And remember yeah, I know. I kind of changed the title, but I forgot to change it on that part. So it's just most of them are ugly.
You should have left the first one as one of them, the Mr. Magoo's car.
I didn't even want to go down that rabbit hole.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm back or not
You're back.
because yeah, but I'm on my phone and nothing is working and all I can see is whoever's the speaker. Oh wait, I just slid it over.
We could see you fine.
Okay. At least I have
Seriously?
everybody's.
No, that was a
Now you
mistake.
can see it.
Okay. Are we all
Okay.
back and we can open all rooms again, right?
Undo.
All right,
undo.
go ahead, Peggy.
Here we go.
Okay, now I will put Ben and Janine on the teams.
All
Hope
right.
you guys had a good time for the brief moment you were in your rooms. And I'm going there too now.
There's just one.
I know what this one is. My parents had one.
Me too.
What?
That's it.
So
That's an
so wait,
Edsel.
so I have a question. What are we
Yeah.
what are the questions? Are these
Right.
like
Joel.
You have to name the car.
name the car. Okay.
I want to call this
Well,
one
but
Fred.
didn't she said she wanted make and model, right?
Yeah, this is the Ford Edsel.
The Ford Edsel.
Really? That is something else, isn't it?
My parents had one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't
There's a
last very
big
long.
flop. Now,
How
next
do you
one,
spell Edsel? E-D.
SEL.
That's
It was
Buick.
his son, named after
Yeah.
his son.
Oh, that's right. I've heard that.
Someone taking notes?
This is Batman's car, isn't it?
No,
Is
this is
somebody
the
taking
Buick.
notes? Somebody please write it down because I
I
can't
can.
quote.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't. So this is a Buick LeSabre, isn't it? It's a Buick.
You gotta say what kind.
Was
Buick
it the
LeSabre.
was it the Buick LeSabre?
I don't know.
It's a Buick.
I don't know if that's what they look like back then, but
But
that
we'll
This
get
is
works
for
for
you.
me.
It's a Buick, but we can get extra
Name
points.
name the cars.
That's the Pinto.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wait,
the
that
Ford
is a
Pinto.
I
Pinto.
can't even
In the
Yep.
see
worst
it.
Pinto.
I
colors
recognize
possible.
that immediately.
Ford Pinto, the one that explodes.
I don't know.
That
Yeah, Ford.
it's so small on my phone, I can't see the pictures.
That's okay, Janine. Don't
No.
worry.
This
Three
is
Ford
a
Pinto.
Dodge Dart,
Oh
I
wait,
believe.
this
Oh, really?
one's bigger.
I thought no, that's a Duster. No, that's a Plymouth
Duster,
Duster.
Plymouth Duster.
Plymouth?
Plymouth Duster.
It says Duster on the side.
Yeah,
Says
it's
Plymouth.
Who's
But
Caitlin Granberry?
Plymouth Duster. I thought it was a Roadrunner, but it's
Does
not. It's the
anybody know who Caitlin Granberry is?
No.
So it's a
No.
what? A Duster?
Okay, I'm
Plymouth
gonna have to
Duster.
go back to the main room and see who this
Plymouth
person is.
Duster.
Somebody just let this person in. Why did they let him in? I don't know who this person is.
That's the
This is
Gremlin.
Back in a minute.
the Gremlin, right?
Gremlin.
American
AMC
Motors,
Gremlin. Yeah, AMC Gremlin.
AMC
Yeah.
Gremlin.
Okay, this person went away. I can stay. I don't know who that
Okay.
was. Somebody tried to get in.
Number 6,
That's the Vega, Chevy Vega.
Chevy Vega.
It was designed by
Excellent.
DeLorean. The engine exploded. The engine's cracked. First aluminum block engine.
Wait, did we? What was the number 5? Was that Gremlin?
AMC Gremlin.
No, 5 is a Plymouth
5
Duster.
is, oh, no, that's not 5.
No, you got to make sure because
It says
there's a
Plymouth
title
on it.
card, so the numbers aren't.
Right.
Make sure you're looking at what her numbering
Oh.
is or whatever.
So 5 is the Gremlin.
No.
5 is the Gremlin.
Oh, the numbers are wrong?
Well, because the slides
Don't go by the
wrong.
number.
Don't
yeah,
go by
right.
the number to the left.
Like,
It's the
this is
number of
number
the
1. Go by the
slide,
number
not
you
the
see.
number because there's a title page.
Number 2.
Buick LeSabre.
Yeah. Number 3, the Pinto.
That's the
Pinto.
Pinto.
Yeah,
Number
Ford
4,
I've
but
been writing them down in order. We're good.
Excellent.
Plymouth
Excellent.
Duster.
Ignore the number on the side.
So what is this?
Got it.
5
That's-
is the Gremlin.
How do I get
Okay.
AMC Gremlin. Chevy Vega.
Yep.
That's the Pontiac. What are they called?
Aztec.
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 A buddy of mine had one.
They're
That's the
nice
one that
car. I
was
like
on-
that one.
That's one
Yep.
on Breaking Bad.
This is the DeLorean. Back to the
DeLorean.
Do
future.
we have? Is it like what's the? Is it the
Okay, yeah.
It's
DMC?
called
Is
a
that the
Gullwing.
company name?
It's a Gullwing
Delore-
DeLorean.
Just DeLorean. That was the that was the
Yeah.
name of the. I don't think the model had a
Well,
name.
but I think it's like if it's the name of the company, the DMC on the front, it's like DeLorean
DeLorean
Motor
Motor
Company
Corporation.
or something like that.
I think
Corporation.
DeLorean Motor.
So I think we need to put like DMC DeLorean, I believe. just to
DeLorean
be
Motor
safe.
Company. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what DMC
Or
stands
just we put DMC.
Just say
Yeah.
DeLorean. Just say DeLorean.
It's the DeLorean.
The
I could have
DeLorean.
bought these so much.
That's the AMC Pacer.
AMC Pacer.
One of the
AM
ugliest cars
or
ever.
in?
That was
They
my
used to
favorite
drive
car.
other cars into the back of the
Hello? Is it AMC or
AMC.
American Motors Corporation.
Okay,
AMC.
AMC, what's this?
What
What's
is it?
this
Pacer.
model
AMC
again?
what?
Pacer.
Pacer. P-A-C-E-R.
Okay, thank you.
AMC Pacer. And 11 is
Is that a GTO?
no. What is
No.
that crap? Oh, what is that shit called?
Can you scroll up so I can see what number slide this is?
That's a Barracuda. Is that a Barracuda?
This is 10.
Okay.
Plymouth Barracuda.
It's weird how I can move the pictures around,
Shit,
but I
what was
can't
that car?
scroll. There I can scroll.
I think that's a Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Made
Plymouth Barracuda.
by
Was it the Barracuda?
Yeah.
What does that say? Plymouth?
I think it says
What is it?
Barracuda.
It says Barracuda.
AMC Barracuda.
Yeah, Barracuda.
73 AMC Barracuda.
Shame on you.
Hey, I knew it. It's junk.
Bad boy.
Oh, she said we could scroll in and stuff. See if there's anything she missed.
So there is a car that I did not write down. Could we go the one right
Which
before
one?
the DeLorean?
That's the Pontiac Aztek.
Number 7, Pontiac Aztek.
Okay, so Ford Edsel, Buick LeSabre, Ford Pinto. Is it a Ford?
Yes.
Yeah.
Plymouth Duster.
Yeah.
Which is the Gremlin? It's a
Bear. That's the AMC Gremlin.
ANC.
AM, American Motors
AMC.
Corporation.
M is in Mary.
So there's two of them. So there's AMC Gremlin,
More than one. American
a
Motors
Chevy
Corporation.
Vega, a Pontiac Aztek, a
Yeah.
DeLorean.
DMC DeLorean.
DeLorean.
DMC.
D.
Got
Jamie,
it. Got it.
she
And then it's
stressed we have to have make and model.
Okay,
Yeah, but
and then
it
we need the
stands
whole
for
thing.
they didn't have
Right,
it.
but
It was
still,
just one.
there's a difference between what the name of the company is and what the name of the car is.
right. Right.
All they made was DeLorean. DeLorean
Okay, do
Motor
not argue.
Corporation.
We've done it.
Right.
AMC Pacers after that.
AMC Pacer.
Did you say AMC?
AMC, American
Okay.
Motors
AMC.
Corporation.
And then this is a Barracuda. What company?
AMC.
AMC also.
Oh.
AMC Barracuda.
We got a few AMCs.
Choose AMC or was it Plymouth? I'm trying to remember.
It says on the license plate 73 AMC. I
Oh,
hope
I
that's
guess-
not wrong.
Yeah, I guess it's an AMC.
Oh, maybe
I hope
it's
that's
Peggy,
not
they're
wrong.
zooming in on your pictures
It's
because
been
they said
photoshopped to
they said
throw us
you
off.
said they could.
I expected that. I checked all the things that looked like it might work, and they all look fuzzy to me. So you have better eyesight than I do if it works for you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a
They already
Barracuda.
knew what it was. They
It was
just
an ugly car.
they just blew it up because they can because they're guys.
Okay. I think we'll get 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, wait, we get 11, right? Because we got the make and model of everything, so we get
We
the
don't get
bonus
11.
point.
Yeah. I had
Well,
a
what was
friend
Mr. Magoo?
Yeah, Mr. Magoo. What's he riding in?
that was a Model T,
But it wasn't black, was it?
a Model A. Yeah.
Only it's got to be black if it's a Model T. I thought it was colored.
No credit for the title
It's
page.
yellow. It's yellow. That is not in. It's not in Model T.
He painted it. He's blind. He
Model
thought
A.
he bought black paint.
He would have painted it with broad strokes and messed it up.
He thought it was black paint.
No.
Ugh.
I wonder if people painted their Model Ts. Of course, they're humans. Of course, they went and painted them, didn't they?
Yeah. They said that Henry Ford said the Model T is available in every color.
As long as it's
well,
black.
Yeah, as long as it's black.
But you would think people would have
where
customized
I'm-
them.
Where I'm from, they use Model Ts for the pig and Ford races at the county fair, and there's families that have their running Model Ts. And what you do is you crank it up, you run over, you grab a greased pig, jump back in your car, drive around the track, put the pig back in the bin and get a different greased pig, you have to stop and crank your car. Stop your car at each time around the track. If your pig gets loose, you're responsible for catching it.
Is it just one person in a car?
Oh no, there's one person in a car, and there's a whole group of people in Tillamook that look up the pig and Ford races in Tillamook County. It's hilarious.
Oh my God.
It's been going on for years. It's the great race in Tillamook.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And you're a celebrity if you run in the pig and Ford races. The local doctor is one of the big winners.
Oh my goodness.
You're
All
back.
right. We're going to have a category on pig and Ford races in Tillamook.
But that was
That was quick.
That was
I saw
memory lane.
there's a whole bunch of videos I'm going to have to watch later.
You either know it or you
Model
don't.
Ts with greased pigs.
They were good cars back then.
I have to take exception to the name of this old ugly cars. I do not believe a DeLorean is ugly. It's a personal thing. I'm sorry. I've
It
seen the movie
says
too many
old
times to think
cars,
it's
not
ugly.
ugly cars.
Yeah, I changed the title because I didn't think they were all old myself either. I mean, ugly. They're all pretty old.
Oh, I'm just looking at the chat. It says old ugly cars.
That's
Yeah, I know,
the
that was the
file name,
original
not the
title.
name of the round.
The wrong call.
Some of them
Although-
were really ugly, Rob. Some of them were really
We already
ugly.
had this conversation about them not being ugly.
Oh,
All right.
are we ready, guys?
I think a lot of them were really ugly.
George
Yes.
is ready. He's barking in the
Let's-
background.
let's
Okay,
go.
number one is the Ford Edsel.
Yay.
Ford Motor Company, 1958 to 1960. Really interesting kind of, I really love the logos. So you will see some logos here. And this is a car that I parked across the street from in Carmel last weekend, and it was perfect. Beautiful Edsel. And it had that, because I couldn't give you the front because it had the obvious, you know,
the name of the
That-
car.
that's what
out,
set
but-
it. That's what set it aside. That's why, and that's why also people just weren't ready for that. But you look at a lot of the cars now; it's exactly what they have.
Right. It was they were cool cars. I liked them, but they didn't work. So the Buick Riviera was made from
we got one
1963 to 1983.
Yeah.
They brought it back.
My mother had one. That's why I recognize
Oh,
it.
good for you. Yeah. I had a friend who had one that was bright yellow in a convertible, and
Doesn't it look like the Batman car in the back? The way it
kind
does
of,
that.
yeah. Yeah, it had a great back. And they had a pretty cool logo too, this thing here. All right, number 3 was the Ford Pinto. Most people got this, but I had, you know, throw in some easy things. But
God, those colors
It would have been easier if it was in flames.
yeah, sorry, I didn't do that. This
It
one
was
has
my
a pretty
my
cool
brother had
logo.
one, but a station wagon. And was
Yeah, they had
terrible.
those.
It was
Yeah,
a
my brother-
terrible car.
My brother had one and he was rear-ended in it.
Ooh,
Oh. My brother had one and I inherited it. And it was it was my second car.
You should have hung
cool.
on to it, Wendy. It'd probably be worth a fortune now.
They had this
pile of
darling little,
rust.
little horse for a logo. It was really cute.
Yeah.
A
This one is
Pinto.
the Duster.
Yes.
Plymouth
Duster.
Duster.
There.
1970 to 1976. This is the little logo that they use that
Oh,
they
that's
refer to as
adorable.
like the Tasmanian Devil Duster or something like that.
I
Right.
like that.
That always made
Kind
me
of
think of
derived from a
Pigpen.
Coyote Duster from the
Pigpen, yeah.
I
Roadrunner.
don't get that name.
Yeah, it was a, I don't know.
They went from the Roadrunner to the Coyote Duster to the Duster.
That doesn't sound like a
Number 5. I think
car. It
everybody
sounds
probably
dirty.
got this one. This is the AMC Gremlin from 70 to 74.
God, that's scary looking.
It
It's
had
ugly.
the cutest little logo.
It's
No.
an ugly car though.
It was a interesting
That's
car.
what Garth drives. That's what Garth and Wayne
Logo,
drive.
but an ugly car.
Number 6 was the Vega. Really boring. Didn't have a logo at all.
Vega.
Boring. 70 to
No, no, no.
77.
They had a logo. They had to take it off. The John DeLorean designed it, but the engines would crack, and they're so unreliable that they took them and took all the emblems off to disguise it. But the
So
original
you wouldn't know
Vegas
what it
all
was.
had they all had their
Really?
logos initially.
So what people are doing to their
That car
Teslas
looks
now.
exactly like my Chevy Nova.
Number 7 is the Pontiac Aztec.
That's the
It was
Bring Me
made
Back.
Never,
2001
never
to
saw one.
2005. That was a really kind of
It's ugly. A
forward-looking
friend of mine
car.
had one. It was
Everybody
really
freaked
ugly.
out by the
Oh my
design when it
God.
first came out.
No,
And
so Peggy's right. So I just saw a whole review of all these kinds of cars that didn't succeed and why. And this was not ugly. Basically, it was too
Right.
too
It
futuristic.
was way
Nobody was
ahead of
ready
its
for
time.
it. Almost all SUVs look like this now.
it
No,
turned
it's,
up.
it's the way the back slanted that
No,
looks
just
so the way
No.
the car top guys described it is like you take like a regular car and then you put this like dump truck, the rear end of a dump truck onto the back of like a regular sedan.
You could go
Alright, they're
camping.
I think it looks like just about every SUV
Doesn't look
now.
very far from my last two cars.
Oh no, not at all.
Which
Why
was
is there a
No,
dark angel on here?
It's much uglier.
Well, if I
Yeah.
could get a word in, I will let you know why Dark Angel is up there, which is
It's only year
Dark
round.
Angel was a TV show that was on. It was supposed to be taking place in the future. It was on in like 2000 or 2001. And they used these cars because they were so weird and futuristic looking.
Mhm.
Oh,
So you may remember it, but I don't know if you will.
no.
Number 8, which is, of course, the DeLorean, the DMC DeLorean Motor Company DeLorean from 1981 to 1983. If you remember, John DeLorean was busted and he got acquitted. It was made in Northern Ireland, which is the whole point to this flag. And here's a picture of all the coke he was busted with. Nevertheless, because he was a white male, he got off. He didn't have to do time.
I never heard about that.
Oh, you didn't know the
Rule
DeLorean
entrapment.
thing?
No.
No.
Best Halloween costume I've ever seen is at a party I had. My friend Roger came as John DeLorean, and he dressed his wife up as $24 million worth of cocaine.
Oh god.
Did he
No,
put
funny.
white powder all around his mouth? And
Her mouth, not his.
Oh,
The FBI screwed it up.
Yeah, they probably did. They entrapped him.
There's
So
Wayne
number
and
9
Garth.
is the Pacer from 1975 to 1980.
Nice
It was
kid.
Garth's car
Yep.
in Wayne's World.
That looks like
Oh,
something should be
yeah.
in Disneyland,
That was
old
actually a nice car.
Disneyland.
That's ugly too.
I
Oh,
still
I love it.
occasionally will see one of those and go, wow, it
I
doesn't
thought he had
kind
a
of like a,
gremlin. It was a pacer.
it looks like a fishbowl.
That's a hell of
Yeah.
a greenhouse. in
10.
there.
This was the
Hornet.
hardest
Oh,
one
we
to
got it
Oh,
wrong.
Hornet.
This was an AMC Hornet from 70 to
Hornet.
77.
We
Hornet, I
We thought it was
they-
Barracuda.
We thought it was
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Barracuda was cooler looking.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, it
We got
was.
the
Barracuda's a
Okay.
lot cooler looking.
it's a muscle car. Only it's an AMC.
AMC.
So, this is the Gremlin, Pinto, and Vega, all of them introduced to the American public as subcompact cars within 6 months of each other.
Mm.
And the only one that really made it very long was the Pinto.
Until they catch fire.
Taking
Very
you down
good.
memory
Very good.
banks.
That was fun.
That was fun, Peggy.
Fun
Yeah.
going down the past.
No,
And not
thank
hard, I think.
I don't
Not
even
hard.
I
care
thought
about
there would be a
cars, and that was
Corvair.
fun.
Trip down memory lane.
Yeah, I wish
Right.
you'd put a Corvair because I can't even
Oh,
remember.
I love that
what
car.
it's like. But
I
you'd
was
have
tempted.
you'd have to have it on its side.
I was tempted, but I thought it was too easy. There are a
Unsafe
couple
at any
easy ones in
speed.
there, but
And it really probably wasn't.
No
It was
Reliant
probably-
Robin either.
Just remember back, like I'm thinking back 50s, 60s, that in the fall before they would Life magazine would have a whole thing of the new and you would just wait to see all the new cars because every year the cars would change dramatically. Now there's barely any changes at all. They all look the same. But you would, and they would have, and the best ones were the Volkswagen ones where they'd say this year, the Volkswagen Beetle had something like 35 or 100 or something like that new things in it, and they would basically just drop all the parts on the floor because the car looked exactly the same year
Exactly
after
the same
year
car.
after
No,
year.
that's not true.
I want to suggest something.
We had split windows and
I want to suggest something, Susan. I will do a category next week. If everybody sends me their first car in a private message, and then I'll find some pictures and throw them back at you guys next week.
You
Is that a
shouldn't
good
because
idea?
Or why don't we just try and guess who, just
I
like the
think-
pictures, whose car was this?
Well,
I think
if
Kevin just
everybody
tried to
sends
get our
me their
multi-factor
cars just
question.
privately to a chat message here, I'll cut them all out, put them in my text file, and find pictures of each one and do it as a category next week.
no, you should never do. The trouble is
no,
people use
because
the
we
first
might end
cars.
up having more than one person.
But that's why I ask everybody to do it.
How about Kevin? What was just said? Match the owner to the car as the
We
thing.
can do that too, but it's going to be hard enough. Like if
it's
you
too
don't know
hard
my
to do
car,
owner to the car.
I didn't say it, and if I showed a picture of it, you'd be like, "Ooh."
Hmm.
No,
You
people
might not know what it is. I'll hide the logos like she did tonight. I'm saying I'll do hers, but with our own personal cars. The very
can't-
first car you had.
If
But
you
Kevin,
do
say
that,
it
Kevin, would you
Boy, all
put
these
your email
naysayers.
address or something so we know?
No,
where
no,
to
just
send
put it in the chat, private
No,
message
no,
in the chat.
Kevin, you can't do that because many people, like credit cards and banks, use that information as a security question. Credit card,
That's their multi-factor question.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
What's
one
your
of the
first name?
Confirm your
Yeah.
identity.
and
Not in public. It can't be done in public.
you
You
can't
guys
do it. in
actually
public.
use your real name, your real car, your
You
Absolutely.
should never answer those questions honestly. Those are the
Yeah,
least
never mind.
secure.
Yeah, you're right. You're
thing
right.
you
So
can
I
that way
answer
can't.
everything with
Damn it! I was
like,
going to rip you guys all
standard,
off.
Yeah.
like
What's your mother's maiden name? How about that? What's
Well,
your mother
you're
name?
not going to connect.
What was your
the
dog's
name with
first
the
name?
Car.
you don't
So
really
guess
put the
everybody's
real
social
names, you
security
guys.
number.
First five of your social security number.
Like Kyle
Never
said,
mind.
don't put your
Never
real
mind.
information.
I'll do a different
That's
category
fine.
next week. Never mind.
Okay, Kevin's
That
got
is-
a category
that is-
next week. Thank you
Well,
for
Kevin, I
volunteering.
thought that was a cool idea, though.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're right about the if people
Security
know what
questions.
cars.
Well, remember
it gives
when
you
I
one
tried to
step
do
closer
baby
to stealing
Gotta be
pictures?
careful.
Yeah, the
Match
baby
a baby
pictures was
picture
a
to the
failure.
person. The problem with it is that you can only pick 10, and there's more than 10 of us. And if when I make the team names, sometimes you might have 3 people on a
Same
team,
team.
and they happen to be
The same
pictures that were selected, and then another
Well, they
team
have the
might not
advantage.
have the people on it, and so they don't have the advantage of the. So it's really hard to do. But we tried to do it with baby pictures, and it didn't really work out really well. Though it was fun. I loved doing it. I had a whole bunch of baby pictures. That was great. I love that stuff. And Ben, I think, excelled at it. Wasn't it Ben? Bye,
Good night.
Vincent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did well.
Vincent, don't
I'm good
forget,
at seeing
Vincent, the
faces,
bird
I
is the
guess.
word.
Yeah, he's good with
So
faces.
Hi,
Bird
Vincent.
is the word. Yes, always. Bird
Okay,
is.
so we got Kevin down for next week. I'm just double checking that you guys know that
It
only
will
have
be
Kevin for next week.
non-cars.
So, all right, let's move on to scores, right? We
Yeah.
have done scores. Okay, I got confused because we got all excited there.
I thought I had a good idea.
It is a good idea, but
I
not
like
for
it
this
too.
thing.
Be careful.
Yeah,
right.
it's not worth the risk.
All
If we're
right.
ever in person, we can do it.
Yeah.
We can just
Maybe, how about
not
your
record, just not record that round.
how about
it's
your second car? Because that's
I
never
told
a
you,
security
Rob, it's
question.
not working because
For your current car.
I can't know who's going to be on what team. I can't.
Oh, okay. That's another good reason.
Yeah. All right. To solve the egg crisis, special roosters were bred to lay eggs. They are Himalayan.
We had 7.
Okay. All right. And you're still under team 2. So, all right. You got to get it going here. We don't need no education.
We
7.
also got 7.
Okay. France wants the Statue of Liberty to be taken away, calling David Copperfield.
8.
Yay, team.
All right. Mars
We
must
get-
have a no
we
robots
got
got text file.
all the things.
What?
I thought we had all the company names, each one. We got all of them.
No, we missed 2.
You needed more than just a company name.
Yeah, we missed 2.
You gotta have the model also?
Yeah.
To get the answer right for each one, you had to have.
We missed the Hornet, and
You only had
missed
to have the model
Riviera.
name, but for the bonus, you needed both.
Oh, okay.
All
for
right.
all of them.
So now we're going to take a moment to remember that this is Paul Carr's first category of any kind he's doing. He's being so brave to come and do this. So
Hey, Paul.
Be
nice.
whatever he does, even if he gets it wrong, we don't care. So
He's not going to get it wrong.
Paul, okay, he'll be fine. We got your back, Paul.
Just be nice. Don't nitpick it.
There is
Okay,
no
thank you
right
so
or
much.
wrong in trivia. There's only
quiet.
lighthouses and
Punch and Judy.
Punch and Judy.
Hopefully
Go
it's
ahead,
easier
Paul.
than that.
Punch and Judy.
Okay. According to Wikipedia, and David Bowie released 24 primary studio albums in the United States. Please name 10 of these albums. Albums released as part of the band,
That's
produced albums, soundtrack albums, live albums, compilation albums, and box sets do not count. And please provide album titles in full.
Oh, this is tough.
Ooh.
This is hard.
It's a lot easier than 10 American Cars I've never seen.
But
yeah.
So this is revenge, huh?
That's fair.
Exactly. This is the beginning.
Another category written.
Just the beginning, he says.
So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this Bowie-ness round.
Bowie-ness.
Bowie. Oh god.
A Bowie
All
bonus.
All right, we can do this. So Paul, stay for a moment, linger for a
I
second.
will, thank you.
Okay, let me see. And I'll give you further instructions. I was just
Great.
copy something out of here. Because I keep track of everything. So I want to copy that. Okay, so you have powers to move from room to room. Do you
Okay.
know how to use them? Have you ever used them before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So what you should do is go from room to room and stay out of your own room as much as possible, because I will be there, so it will record, so you can watch the
see.
video later of your whole
Yeah.
room. So some of the most fun part of the whole thing is watching people and how they talk themselves out of it. But you gotta do a stoic face, or you can
Absolutely.
you can use one of the Zoom masks. They have a mask. Carl, go like this and just resist the urge to give a hint. If you have to give a
Absolutely.
hint or a clarification, then you got to go to every room and give the clarification. So
Yeah.
you'll know to close the rooms when you've got a good feeling that they're mostly done. Because when you close the rooms, there's a 2 minutes. So,
Right.
all right. You have any questions?
Got it. I don't. I guess how long the rounds typically? Like kind of a few minutes, 5 minutes?
You're going to know, just go from room
Yeah.
to room. And if they're kind of, I don't know, you can kind of tell if they're stuck and it looks like they're
Okay.
still stuck, then everybody has the same amount of time. That's the way I see it. So people
Sure.
go,
That's
we
the
didn't finish. It's
rationalization, yeah.
like, well, you argued.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Awesome.
going to
I
go to your
got it.
room and I'm
Thank
going
you
to
so
be
much.
zero help. So, rule number one, write a
Excellent.
category you know I know something about because you know
Oh,
I'm
because
on
you're going
your
to be
team.
helping my team. Very good point.
Nobody ever
Murder,
remembers.
She Wrote next time.
Nobody remembers that. Okay, have fun.
Got it.
Compilations or
No compilations, no soundtrack albums, which stinks.
I'm here. No
Go ahead,
help.
help us out.
No, I have no idea. I don't even know if I can name a song by David Bowie. Didn't he do? No.
He did that song about Major Tom, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, Major Tom.
Ground control to
Yeah.
Major Tom.
Yeah, yeah. He
Oh,
did
that's pretty. Who did that? That was pretty good.
I did that.
Cat's got a voice, I tell you. Can't tell her from
I
me.
will always be the musical accompaniment to trivia night, whether you want me to or not.
Okay, who's here? Who knows these? Have you guys got them all done already? Because I was
No, we don't have them but
No,
done. We've
I
got
was talking to
five.
Paul about how to go from room to room and so on. The rules for doing a round. So how many have you got?
5.
4.
That's really good.
Well, because you said a self-titled, but I didn't know if that was just
Can't
his surname.
remember if his debut was self-titled.
Well, I'm putting it down anyway. We can always remove it later. Inspiration strikes.
Heathen.
Heathen? Oh, sweet.
There's some of the ones I'm less familiar with.
Major Tom.
I don't think that was an album title. Black Star.
You go, Jamie. All right.
That was the one that came out just before he died.
He's dead?
Yeah.
He died at 68. Yeah.
What did he die of?
Some kind of cancer.
Cancer.
I did download them all recently.
Lots of death going on tonight.
If Rob kills Dick Van Dyke, I'm
I'm telling you, Jamie, you and I will both fly over there and box his ears.
Cass just mentioned Aladdin Sane.
The what now, huh?
So Aladdin, like
okay,
the genie, but sane.
Aladdin Sane is an album? Would you just pick 2 random words out of a hat or something?
No, it's the name Aladdin and then sane, S-A-N-E.
I know, but those don't even sound like they make sense together.
Aladdin
Because it makes-
Insane.
Yeah, Aladdin.
Insane.
It's
insane.
It's a pun. Or
Insane in the
Pun
membrane.
and a name.
Sorry. Whether you want me to or not.
Aladdin Insane. Okay.
The album title is the name Aladdin and then sane, S-A-N-E.
Okay.
So it was a pun.
Sorta.
It's a word play.
It's wordplay. Yeah.
Bad words. Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It's okay. You know a lot of other stuff.
I'm here for no help. Here comes Paul.
Susan, I think we should redo the photo since I cut my hair in the break.
No, you cut your hair?
I did. My fringe was pissing me off, so I cut it in the break. I'm like, oh, I should have done that
Makes me
before the
feel so,
photo.
wow, her hair's different. Paul, you gave us
I'm familiar, but it might be
Paul, you're killing me.
Caspian and Jamie are, I think, are the ones that are.
They are this, yeah.
And I have
They
no
are
idea.
ringers.
I want to
Yes,
vote a lodge a complaint about not being able to use soundtrack albums.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
And promptly ignored.
I mean, that's a valid choice, but
you're being cruel to
compilations
us.
Makes it impossible to use David Bowie's greatest hits.
yeah, do you know
compilation,
how many
can't
hits
use it.
compilations that man has?
Probably 40.
God. Probably not necessarily by his choice.
Yes, many of them are released by studios without
We have 7 with a possible 8.
How about David Bowie Christmas?
Would that not be a compilation?
Would a single count?
Oh, maybe. Hey, it can't hurt at this point.
Couldn't he have done a Christmas album?
No, I don't think he
Or how
did.
about
He
Let's Feed the
famously did a
World,
single.
man?
No, I don't think he did. Shit.
He did a Christmas song, but
Yes, with
he
Bing
did not do an
Crosby.
entire album.
I'm gonna watch this pig and Ford races over here. So can you
But we
imagine
need two more names.
Model
Yeah.
Ts and greased pigs? You have to go get a greased pig and put it in your Model T and then
We
drive to
need
the next pig.
3. I only have 7.
With a possible self-titled album. That's our
Oh
8.
yeah, let's just put that there because I don't have anything
It's
else.
just there. Yeah, we need at least 2 more names. 3 if we
How
can.
about
But
Bowie again?
So throwing things out that I can't remember if they're albums or not. Let's go Young Americans.
Young American.
okay.
You can do it, Wendy. Hang in there.
I absolutely don't know anything about music.
No, but I'm watching your eyes go.
Oh, you mean you stay awake?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're almost done. We can do this.
I wanted to participate in the conversation after the
Okay,
game.
so you gotta stay awake.
I have to stay
And
awake.
Did you end up watching the video?
Man Who Sold the World?
What were you saying, Jamie?
No, I think that's a song title.
How
We
about
could throw it down anyway.
David Bowie Returns or
No.
Bowie with a Knife?
No.
Bowie cuts them deep.
I mean,
That's a good title.
that might be a
That's
thing you
his
want to be
country.
careful saying.
That's his country album. Country
Oh
western.
no.
Remember
10
the
seconds, last
Alamo and
chances.
I got nothing.
remember the Alamo because of Bowie. He died in. All right. The only help I was is I came up with fake names for album titles.
We almost thought we'd have to do that.
I don't think I was any help. Jamie and Caspian are the ones that do these. I don't know clues.
Yeah, we had
Yeah, I
Karen.
knew there was more to the rise and fall thing, but I don't know what it is.
Oh wow, he's already got them out.
Heroes, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I
so
didn't
in
think
the
that would
chat,
be.
guys.
I didn't think that would be quite the lighthouse-ish round it turned out to be. I
No,
apologize.
it
I
is not the
apologize to
light.
my team. I've
it's
already
not
got
too
one
bad.
wrong.
No, that was good. That was a good.
Okay, so
that was a
Paul,
good
read out
category.
the
And
read
only
out the
Yeah.
getting
answer.
10 out of
Good.
24. We
Okay.
can't really complain.
Okay,
Really.
okay.
So yeah,
Let's-
his first album was David Bowie, released in I think England in '66, and then later in the US in I think '69. Then The Man Who Sold the World, a very famous cover by Nirvana, much later on. Hunky Dory, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
That's the
How much
part
of
I
that
couldn't
do we
remember.
need? We have
In
most of
full,
it.
please. I like to support the backing band, so full title.
Oh
Pinups,
man, we just missed the rise and fall. We had everything else.
Oh,
Pinups, Diamond Dogs, Young Americans,
Yay.
Good, Jamie.
Station to Station, Low. Probably my personal favorite, Heroes.
Ooh, so question. Did I write it incorrectly? Because I wrote in my list hero singular.
no, heroes is what I said.
You guys had heroes. Okay.
Yeah, it is Heroes.
Okay.
Do we have
Lodger,
credits for just Ziggy Stardust?
No.
no.
The
We're in
rise
last
and
place
fall of
anyway,
Ziggy
folks. Be
Stardust.
nice.
And the Spiders from
from
Mars.
Mars.
We
Let
didn't
Paul
get then.
talk, you guys. Come on.
Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. Then his commercially most popular album, Let's Dance. Very big in the US. Tonight. These are the 80s cocaine albums, not very good. Never Let Me Down. Black Tie, White Noise. And then a return to form with Outside.
Black Star.
And then Earthling, Heathen, Reality, The Next Day, Black Star, and then an issue, a posthumous issue, Toy.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I imagined some.
They were
I
good
think he had a
though.
lot of famous singles that people mistake for albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a trivia question, he might have been the answer to what star had, let's see, the biggest difference between the letters in one album and the letters in another one. He went from a three-letter toy to The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, Spiders from Mars.
One of the ones I don't think I heard you say was Aladdin Sane.
Aladdin
It's up
Sane.
there, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's on there, but I didn't
Oh,
hear
he
it
didn't hear
say.
So
Sane.
yeah.
You guys were all going on and on about Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars and stuff, and I
That
thought
was tough.
I'm just making sure we say them so that our fan base out there, the thousands of people watching these videos, need to be able to see this. So
So is there a song on that album with that same name, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy, or is not?
There's Ziggy Stardust and there's Lady Stardust.
Is it Space Oddity or Space Odyssey?
It's Space Oddity.
Oddity.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I'm missing one on here that I thought for sure was on here. Wasn't it one of them, Bowie Cutting Deep?
Not from the wiki article, at least. I don't recognize that name, but
she's making a joke.
Because Bowie knives.
Jim Bowie, remember the Alamo.
I get it now. Thank you.
Or remember
that was
the Alamo, Bowie,
That was his cousin, Jim.
His cousin Bowie. All right. Okay. So that was very good, Paul. So now we're gonna do the
Thank you.
Wasn't that good, you guys?
Yeah.
Hard, but it was
Congratulations.
It was tough.
perfect.
And Susan likes low scores. So.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yep, she
You know
likes
what?
hard ones.
If I had explained mono rules to him,
Ooh, don't.
No, you don't need to
thank
explain
I
that
hate
to him.
mono rules.
That would have been
mono
a
rules.
0 or
No.
a 1.
You may be the only one who does.
I love those because you guys end up with one. I love it. Okay, so let's go over. We won't even confuse them with mono rules this time. But if
Wait, I have one more question. I heard Space Oddity mentioned, but I don't see it on the list.
It wasn't an album.
It's just a song, I
It's a
think.
single.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops.
All right, we've got scores from
Boy.
18 to 27. So let's see if we can shake this up a little bit. All right. So to solve the egg crisis, special roosters were bred to lay eggs.
You're gonna love us this time. 5.
Wow.
And it was all
the high score.
Karen.
It was all Karen.
All Karen. The rest of us were clueless.
Yeah.
Not all Karen. Karen had a
not
little more.
100%, but 80% Karen.
All right. We don't need no education.
Well, thanks to Jamie, we got 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
She's like, yeah, this is my category. So
Damn.
that just saying that's Paul Carr's team. So good job, Paul. You didn't sink your own team, which is typical for most people.
Very glad to hear it.
Yeah. France wants the Statue of Liberty to be taken away, calling David Copperfield.
3.
I thought Janine would rock on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're funny, Susan.
I
Yeah, I
thought we
know.
had more than that. I'm sorry. We got Hunky Dory, David Bowie, Ziggy, Young
We didn't
American.
get Ziggy.
No,
gotta
we
have
didn't
the
get
whole
Young
thing
Americans. We didn't
right
have the
and
we didn't have
follow
in the
Ziggy
Spiders
Space.
from
We
Mars.
got Young
Oh, we
Americans
didn't have
and
the
Let's
whole
Dance.
title. Sorry, I was out.
We got Young Americans and Let's Dance. We had 4.
What?
Did you
I
have
think
4?
we
Or do
had
you have
4.
3?
No, 3.
I thought
What's
we
the
did
fourth
Young
one?
Americans, Let's Dance, David Bowie, and Hunky Dory.
If you guys said hunky dory, I didn't write it down, and that could be my fault for not
It's
recording
on.
it.
It's on my list.
Oh, okay, then I
Okay,
missed
so
that
then
one.
it's 4.
So yeah, so 4. My
If
apologies,
it's on
guys.
Peggy's list, then it's there. All right. So let's see how well
Since you're neck and
Randy,
neck
Kyle,
there.
Leonard, Rob, and Carl know their David Bowie. What do you got?
It was mostly just one of us, but 5.
Who is it? Who knows it's Brandy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You
She
never
loves, we
know.
found out she loves David Bowie. She got posters all over.
Oh, see, it's funny how that's
Does
the
she have a
thing about-
tattoo?
Oh, she's 32. So actually, you guys caught up a little bit to this team, a little bit. So the bragging rights go to Mars must have a no robots.txt file. You average 5.5. That's a really good average there, Paul. So that's
That
pretty
was a
good.
good round.
I like them to
Cool.
be around 6, 5, 6, something like that. Anything that's like 8 or anything is just too easy. And of course, you don't want a 1 or 2 average score. So 5.5 is just right.
And
Okay,
you may
so
have noticed if Susan
But
gets
even
on,
if I make a round that Susan should score a 10 on, she
right,
scores a 6.
that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Susan gets on a team and
I
thinks it's
picked
too easy.
her movie, her
Then she throws
category that she
curveballs to
told
try to make
everybody
you
to
put the wrong
watch,
answers.
and she couldn't get the
They're
answer.
not valid.
what was it, Kevin?
It was about the swing.
Oh,
They're
but
not
I
valid.
didn't know
Oh,
it was
yeah.
about the swing.
It was the whole thing with
I know,
all
but
related to men on the swing.
I wouldn't have thought you would have picked that, so I didn't even.
That's why I said it was topical. That's the only thing you knew.
We were going for days of the week. Anyway, so I have one person for next week, and I didn't hold you guys to it. So I need to have some more people for next week.
Well, if no one steps up, I have another one ready.
I can throw something together.
Okay, anybody else?
I'll do a bonus.
Okay, Gail's got the bonus. Thank you guys for stepping up. I appreciate that.
All the usual suspects. It was so good that Paul did his thing today because it was a great category. It was really good. Paul, did you have fun doing that?
I did. Thank you.
Can
I
you
actually
show
had
it?
I had a slightly different category in mind, and I had the wiki article to pull the answers from, but the wiki article didn't have any citations from the answers, so I didn't feel good.
Oh, we wouldn't care.
Save
double
it.
applause then.
Vigor.
Yeah, we wouldn't care too much. But
Save
yeah,
it for
One
another
of the things
time.
I have done is when I'm not sure, is I just say, according to Wikipedia. And then
yeah. So Paul would take a break, and then the following week, if you want to try and do a category, which is a little different than a bonus,
Sure.
let me know, and we can make that happen because it's.
Will do.
What did you think of going from room to room? What did you think of that experience?
It was fun. Yeah, it was different, of course.
That's the fun part.
Yeah. Even
And
people
people
argue.
talking themselves out of things. No,
Yeah.
it's not right. You idiot. And you're like, they got it right. Oh, it is. It's
That was
fun
good.
to watch. All right. Okay. So thank you guys. If anybody stays, they stay. But thank you so much for joining me
Good
this
night,
week.
everybody.
Thank you,
Good
Susan.
night. Thank you.
Bye to everybody's leaving.
Guys,
Wait, you're going to talk about the latest sting operation?
I'm going to talk about briefly what I can about the sting
Okay.
operation. And then I thought we'd
Understood.
talk a little bit about the flat earth.
Jaren?
Yeah, a little bit about that. I thought that might be fun if everybody's watched the video or
Yep.
partly
That's
watched
right.
the video. Well, Karen, you were there.
We're still recording.
Yeah, I know. All right. So what do you guys want to talk? Well, let's do the sting because I have limited things I can give you. Okay, so I'm going to go on mute.